When greed backfires so epically that a company basically implodes. That, ladies and gentlemen, is what's happening to The Escapist. This right here is a news outlet that is especially known for its video content. When greed backfires so epically that a company basically implodes. That, ladies and gentlemen, is what's happening to The Escapist. This right here is a news outlet that is especially known for its video content, namely Zero Punctuation, the review outlet Zero Punctuation that sees Yahtzee just ramble on with little to no pauses about a game. And frankly, it's a show that I've been watching since, forever ago, and it's been on for, over a decade. And all of that is coming to an end and seeing a rebirth because the parent company of The Escapist thought that the employees needed them more than they needed the employees. So here's what Nick Calandra, former editor-in-chief at The Escapist, posted on Twitter on November 6, 2023. I was fired from The Escapist today. I've declined my severance pay and will not be signing an NDA. I'm incredibly proud of everything my team and I achieved over the last 4 years and the community that we built together. Figuring out the next steps now and moving forward. And then he elaborated further on this by stating that I was let go for not achieving goals that were never properly set out to us and lack of understanding of our audience and the team that built that audience. I've watched many colleagues let go for the same reasons, and today was my day. Basically, for the dumbest reasons, some of the most pivotal folks at The Escapist were let go, and this time it was the turn of Nick Calandra. And so beloved is Nick that the entire Escapist team, the video team, were having none of it as everyone decided to quit in solidarity and follow him into his next venture. And you can see right here that Nick is appreciative of the team as well, saying that team is what's important, not a name. Every single person that worked with me on The Escapist is among the highest quality, and we will continue. You know me, I don't like sitting around, and we work fast. Future is bright. And then he also detailed some of the less than ideal conditions under which he was let go, stating that he wasn't even given time to say goodbye, basically was shut out of all emails and Slack and communication systems. And so he provided a new email through which he can be reached out. But the domino effect of all of this is what's severely impacting The Escapists right now, as just about everyone who worked for Nick or under Nick or with Nick have decided to follow him. Chief among them being none other than Yahtzee Croshaw, who tweeted, "Today I formally resigned from The Escapist and Gamers or Gamors." So this is the parent company right here. I think it's supposed to be Gamers, but with a U. I don't have the rights to Zero Punctuation, but whatever happens, you'll be hearing my voice again soon in a new place. Join this Discord for updates in the coming days. Yahtzee was pretty much the voice of Zero Punctuation. He was basically the beating heart of that show. He is what made Zero Punctuation, and with him gone, Zero Punctuation might as well not exist anymore, and this big facet of The Escapist is now no more. The Escapist still exists in the sense that there is still a website and stuff's being posted, but the video content that The Escapist is especially known for, that stuff, they're gonna have to hire a new team, and even if they do, it's just not gonna be the same. And loyal fans and viewers are none too happy about the way Gamers has treated the Escapist video team, so they're gonna decide to not tune into The Escapist anymore. Instead, follow Nick and Yahtzee to whatever the next venture might be, which I'll
Thank you. And Super Mandalorian, America's complicit in God. Why not? Just fucking do it. The United States says to Israel, they really would rather support Israel than put our own country in danger.
Hey Grandma, if you want to pass out in the hallway from being a disgusting drunk, could you at least do it on your... Grandma left out all of the booze from the church group. Sure, she's upstairs, she's passed out. I don't know if she's dead or not. I'm not sure, but this gives me an idea. I haven't tried a lot of these alcohols before. I wonder if I can play a game and try all of them and get really drunk this early in the morning. Last year I did a little video where I taste tested a bunch of pops and drinks, but none of them were like this. I think today I might have to make the ultimate gamble and try to identify every piece of alcohol on this table. Let's do it! Oh! Let me just address the rules of this. We're gonna pair up all the alcohols together. Different brands of the same alcohol, so 3 whiskey, 3 vodka, and I'm gonna try my best to identify them. Does it make any sense? Absolutely not, but a boy can dream and a boy can try. The way we're doing it is exactly like how we did it last time, where we're doing the TikTok cardboard straw thing, so I can't see anything in the front here, and I'll use the lovely ghouls who haunt this house to help me set this up. I'm very nervous. I'm extremely nervous. I want to put this out there immediately. Do not do this, all right? This is going to be stupid. I drink whiskey and rum and vodka. Makes it sound like alcohol, doesn't it? Just picking those off. I drink this. I don't got a problem, you do. I'm going to sip because the amount of alcohol here, by the time this is done, I do feel like I'm going to be drunk. And you might see me drink an occasional sip of this Coke Zero as a palate cleanser, or just to not throw up because I'm not a big gin guy. I'm not a big tequila guy. I fucking hate beer and I hate wine, so it's going to be brutal. Drum roll. Let's start with something I don't like. Beers? Or wait, beer before liquor never gets sick. Liquor before beer. That's pretty sure they teach that at Harvard. I don't know.
Today's video is sponsored by Bad Dragon. If you know this channel, you know Bad Dragon's been a long-time sponsor and partner with this channel, and we just got to give you a little info on it, all right? If you're looking to spice up your love life, if you're looking to spice up
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I wonder who this is. Isn't this the guy that died in the Undercity elevator?
My bags are full. Shit.
How do you die in here? It's impossible. How do you? There's no way you can die in here.
Stick by.
Why did he do that? Didn't he just?
Okay, shit. Oh, I might have just fucking. I just saw this. Run.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Run.
Jesus, man. He's gonna die. He's gonna fucking die. There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. Yep. There it is. Yep. Go. Go for it. Go for it. Level 9, bro. He lost his guy at level 9. Jesus. With 2 people. Ooh, a devil sar?
Dude, I'm playing like absolute ass.
There's bandage. Oh, you can't. Gouge. Gouge. Ooh, he can't. He does a parry. Bandage. Blind. Ooh, I think he might just be dead.
Holy fuck. Holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. Go away, go away, go away. Please, 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 please.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Jesus, bro.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. That dinosaur saved him. Bro, that shit was stressful. Oh my god, that was stressful. Yeah, it's a close shave. Yeah, what the fuck? Bro, he didn't even have any health left. Deserve to die? Nah, he is alright.
Is this double pat? Is this double pat?
Yes.
Yep.
Back up, back
hope
up.
he
Cut
dies.
back.
Dropping a dummy.
Wait, no, never mind. I didn't realize he actually does have nameplates on. It's okay.
There's skellies behind him.
Any person that doesn't have nameplates deserves to die. I want you guys to understand that. So, like, if you don't have your nameplates on, I want your character to die.
This is back. Is this a run?
No, 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 no. It's not a run. Just fight it.
It's
fight
not
it.
a
Kill
run,
everything.
guys. It's not a run.
It's very easy to kill everything here.
It's so easy. So it's always really smart to stand on top of the mobs that do an explosion. This is a super good thing to do. It really helps your watch. He's gonna get hit by the explosion too. Yep, there it is, and now you're dead.
You basically pee up.
It's
Ooh,
okay.
bro,
I'm
this
petried
guy-
right now. It's alright.
This guy actually, that was really good reaction time.
I should have stayed petried.
Yeah. Yeah, because like you died. Yeah, because like that's the thing, right? Is like, it's just bad that he would, you know, like yeah.
I clicked it off. I clicked it off right before the battle mates blew up.
Yeah, I mean, it was bad timing, but he shouldn't have done that to begin with. It was bad positioning. It was stupid of them to have pulled the pack. Everything about it was stupid. Okay, here we go. This is good. BRD. All right, and as you can see here, this is really nice to see. You have a warrior tank. You have a priest healer. And you do have a fucking infernal druid, but that's okay. Just get his ass. Ooh, really good stun. Really good stun. Just kill it. Just kill it, bro. Just kill it. What are you doing? Everything's fine. The mage blocked. Okay.
Docking clamps retracted. Observe station regulations on exit.
Roach out! Everybody get out of here! Get out now! Everybody run away! So, whose fault was that really? Mage's fault. Mages deserve to die. Mage. Because the mage ran in and pulled too many mobs. because they should have focused down the fire guard destroyer and then moved up and pulled the ass. See, this stupid fucking mage moved up, and also the rogue. Neither one of them should have moved up like this. They should have stayed down there, and they should have helped them kill the mob. Mage is essentially Yeah, he shouldn't have been moving up. I don't know why he moved up, because he's stupid. That's why. Yeah, the mage and the rogue fucked him. Definitely not the tank's fault. There's no way of moving back. Now, I will say they didn't really use any target dummies or grenades or anything like that, or any other forms of, like, you know, like on-use crowd control. So, yeah, they could have done better. But, like, this guy doing this, it was just such a mistake, because the destroyers don't respawn. This is so stupid. You can see everybody has aggro except for the tank. And this is always a really nice thing to have whenever you have a warrior tank in your group, is that every single other person has aggro except for him. It's a warrior's fault? Yeah, but like he should have, is he gonna live? Oh, he left! Oh man, I think that the mage should have died. The mage and the rogue definitely deserve to die. I'm sorry, guys. No challenging shout? I mean, no, they're probably...
A few weeks back, a new indie-developed combat flight simulator recently went into early access on Steam. It piqued my interest for a number of reasons. It sits on the line somewhere between an arcadey, action-orientated sim and something more hardcore, hopefully taking elements of both genres without falling foul to their downsides. It features a near-future setting with fictional aircraft and ground units, but all the vehicles and units in it are close enough to their real-world counterparts that you still know roughly what you're dealing with when you see them. It has cooperative and player versus player combat, as well as single-player missions, all played out in a huge, spectacular landscape that features multiple airstrips, islands and cities. And it also features nuclear weapons. Yes, you heard that correctly. This combat flight simulator incorporates nuclear weapons as part of its arsenal. I'm Commander Burr, and this is a first look at Nuclear Option. If, like me, you're the kind of combat flight sim enthusiast that likes the idea of playing something super hardcore like DCS, but you just don't have the time nor the inclination to plow through a tome-like manual just to learn how to target something, if you'd like a slightly more lightweight combat simulation but find games like the Ace Combat series too facile and lacking in any actual depth when it comes to weapons and tactics, and the pay or grind for what you want mechanics of games like War Thunder just scare the AMRAMs off you, then Nuclear Option could well be for you. At the time of recording, the game features 5 fully flyable role-specific aircraft, with at least one more on the way. 2 war...
There's been a lot of attention surrounding Star Citizen and Squadron 42 recently, thanks to a massive CitizenCon presentation and impressive Squadron 42 trailer. But even watching popular content creators react to these trailers, it's clear that there's a lot of misinformation out there and just lack of knowledge as to what Star Citizen is and what it can already do.
Seamless transition from space to ground. Okay, then do it. Oh wow, holy shit. So we actually... What the fuck?
So I'm going to catch you up to speed, and hopefully by the end of this video you'll have a much better understanding of what the game is currently, what it's aiming to be, and perhaps why so many people have chosen to back it. So, Star Citizen was famously kickstarted by Chris Roberts in 2012, originally marketed as a rich universe focused on epic space adventure, trading, and dogfighting in first person. The game shot way past the original funding goal of $500,000 to well over $2 million. Cloud Imperium Games, the company founded to make Star Citizen, then continued to raise funds on their own website with stretch goals and ship sales as the vision of the game quickly expanded from a somewhat attainable space sim to a massive universe simulator. FPS missions on planets wasn't even part of the original vision for the game, but it was actually added as a stretch goal for the project, and it's arguably the main feature that has led to so much more tech development and delays over the years, but it's also the same reason that the project is now turning so many heads. The stretch goal and ship sales on the website was extremely successful, and when the game hit $65 million in stretch goal funding, CIG switched over to primarily funding the game through ship concept sales. Though they did still add more features as they built out the game, they just were no longer advertising more features in exchange for funding. Now, Chris Roberts actually mentioned that pre-production on Star Citizen began as early as 2010, which is easy to believe considering that the original Kickstarter trailer was pretty impressive on its own and had a lot of assets which actually made it into early builds of the game. However, Roberts had already begun to conceive the vision of this game back in arguably the early 90s when he developed Wing Commander. In 1997, he began work on the space sim Freelancer, which very much had a similar vision to the scope and scale that Star Citizen is aiming for, with a much more explorable and massive universe. However, that game, much like Star Citizen, shot past the original quoted release date and went over budget. Microsoft ended up buying Chris's company, Digital Anvil, and then scaling back the vision of Freelancer so that they could ship the game more quickly. Sadly, Freelancer did not live up to the original extremely lofty expectations, though many gamers did still enjoy the space sim. After Freelancer, Chris left the game industry for a while and went into film production. And when Chris returned to the game scene many years later with his Star Citizen Kickstarter, not only was he pulling from his many years of game development experience and established fan base, but also his undeniable boyish passion for bringing his dream alive. And speaking personally, that's what attracted me to the project. It just seemed like Chris was very honest and nerdy about his passion for making his dream game, if not a bit overambitious. And I believe the same thing struck a chord with many other space game lovers, as the project has now raised over $622 million, making it the most expensive game project ever, and just frankly the biggest crowdfunded project period. CIG currently has around 1,300 employees and studios all around the world working on the game. Now, an often misunderstood aspect of the project is Squadron 42. Squadron 42 is the single-player campaign for Star Citizen. Originally, it was going to come as part of the overall Star Citizen package intended to be released together. But in 2016, as CIG realized that Squadron 42 was probably going to ship much earlier than the multiplayer universe was ready, they separated the game packages. Currently, the lowest buy-in price for a Star Citizen game package is $45, while Squadron 42 has been temporarily removed from the store, with many assuming that it's going to return as CIG begins to announce release date stuff for the game, and I'm sure it will have an updated price as well. Now, just like Freelancer, Star Citizen and Squadron 42 have blown way past their original projected release dates, and this is what led to a lot of the Scam Citizen controversy surrounding the project. Originally estimated with a honestly now laughable 2014 release date, CIG has famously made many more terribly inaccurate launch predictions, announcing Squadron 42 with yet another 2016 release date which was missed, and then in 2018 they said that the game would be in beta in 2020. Obviously, none of those dates were hit or even remotely close to them, and the media storm surrounding these massively missed release dates just started to swirl, and it's led to a lot of people not even realizing that Star Citizen's multiplayer has been a playable experience for quite a while and does contain many impressive features, some of which are not possible in any other game. Now that said, Star Citizen's multiplayer is in an alpha stage, it's very much unfinished and buggy, but it is still capable of displaying that CIG is actually achieving never before thought possible gaming tech, such as their zero loading screen planetary transitions at crazy high fidelity. This multiplayer mode is called the PU, aka the Persistent Universe, and it'll eventually become the MMO side of the game, though currently the servers are limited to around 100 players. This will potentially be improved on in 2024 as the game rolls out its server meshing tech, which is allegedly going to make this whole crazy idea possible. And while the game has been demoing spaceships and even basic space combat in downloadable modules since the very early days of development, for me, things started to get much more real in 2017 when they added the first explorable moons to the game and the Delamar mining base. This was the procedural planet tech and it was very impressive, and I remember testing it with friends and confirming the truly simulated nature of the game. I fired my ship weapons from space down onto the planet's surface where it was creating visible impacts to the players waiting below. There was no game engine faking here, and this is the tech that began to set Star Citizen apart from other game projects that were heavily reliant on smoke and mirrors to make it look like they could do somewhat similar things. CIG understood that faking their tech would only lead to more limitations down the road, and they wanted to do it right from the start, and ultimately future-proof the project so that 10 years from now, they aren't limited and can instead just add to and refine the experience. Then in 2018, the first planet Hurston was added to the game that featured a major landing zone with trains and shops, and since then the game has been adding many more impressive locations and features to round out their first star system, Stanton. And now we're in the midst of testing the second one, Pyro. Now there are 100 different systems planned for the game, which you can actually explore on the Arc Star Map web user interface, which is actually kind of cool. It has a lot of lore and story behind each and every single system. Pyro will be the next system added to the game, with many people believing that Nyx will be the next system after that, and then Odin, which is the system in which Squadron 42 takes place. The size and detail of the planets in the game has been a major highlight for Star Citizen, with content creator Citizen Kate proving that you can even circumnavigate an entire planet on a hoverbike if you want to spend days doing that. Other incredibly impressive tech showcases have been the planet of ArcCorp that features an Ecumenopolis, a planet entirely covered in a single seamless city, and it looks incredible. Now, over the years, many other major hurdles were achieved and added to the persistent universe, like multi-crew spaceships where players could walk around a ship while it flies through space or over a planet or engages in combat. Massive scale ships were added to the game, and even recently persistent tech was added, allowing all objects to remain where they are in the verse, well, somewhat indefinitely, creating stories of shipwrecks and crime scenes throughout the universe, discoverable weeks or even months later. The game has also released hundreds of different highly detailed spaceships and ground vehicles that players can actually fly and fight with right now. And this is one of the main highlights of the game, as every single ship feels more detailed than just about any other asset in any game franchise. The ships are designed and made with incredible attention to detail, their role in the universe, their lore, and players just can't get enough of them, hence the overall funding for the project. Now currently, the multiplayer experience can involve running missions by yourself or with friends. These could be ground combat, space combat, delivery missions, racing, mining, salvage, and some other stuff. Exploration and sightseeing is also a major highlight of the gameplay, and also pirating and killing other players, or even bounty hunting criminal players. You can earn in-game money from doing activities and use that to buy new gear and ships, though the game's overall progression mechanics still leave a lot to be desired. Also, if you don't want to load into the game's persistent universe, you can access Arena Commander, which allows you to matchmake in TDM-style FPS missions. You can join into quick matches of multiplayer dogfighting. You can team up with friends to fight swarms of NPCs. You can practice racing on race courses, and there's even some tank missions and stuff like that being added as well. Now, the game's upcoming features, demonstrated at the recent CitizenCon, show that the game is aiming to remedy a lot of its gameplay shortcomings in hopefully the near future, and is also about to set a new visual standard for scale, realism, and seamless simulation with some impressive visual updates. This tech has taken a long time to develop, and frankly, it's not quite done yet, with server meshing and other really impressive tech hopefully on the near horizon. Squadron 42 is now feature complete and in the polish phase of its development, with most people anticipating a 2024 release date, but CIG has finally learned their lesson and stopped giving release dates for that game, this time with Chris saying that the game will ship when it's ready. But the gameplay demonstration does make it look quite close. And with that, it also appears that a lot of the team that has been laser focused on finishing Squadron 42 is about to bring many of those newly developed features over to Star Citizen's persistent universe, allegedly in the next 12 months. I'm certainly not holding my breath for all of those features to make it over, but certainly something will happen in the next 12 months. Even if it is a fraction of what has been shown, it's probably going to be a pretty fun year for Star Citizen fans. So to wrap things up, Star Citizen is a playable game right now, although it is an alpha and will feel like one when you play it. Many of the things shown off in the new Star Engine demo are already in the game, including seamless planetary transitions that look incredible. You can get the multiplayer experience for $45 with a basic ship and then use that to earn all the other ships that you want in game, with only a few exceptions. And Squadron 42, the single player campaign, is not currently for sale or pre-order, but it looks like it might ship next year, with some rumors circulating that perhaps it'll be on console as well. I hope this video can serve as a good informer to anyone who's not intimately familiar with the project. And if you enjoyed this content, don't forget to drop me a like, subscribe if you want to, and hit that notification bell to beat that YouTube algorithm with me. Up next, check out this video on Pyro, Star Citizen's next system. It's got a lot of visual eye candy and I really enjoyed making it. As always guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. This is Level Cap, signing off.
If you're unable to complete docking procedures within your time slot, you'll need to exit the bay and resubmit a docking request.
So let me start just by talking a little bit about Ghost before we get to it.
Look at that pink.
I want to stress, we're in early development, and that means the art and ideas are not final. And that's the whole point. We want to share all this with you early so that we can get feedback, make changes, and make the game better before we are finally live. We think the right way to tackle a project as big as an MMO is to be careful about where and how we innovate. I think this is a risk when we try to innovate too much. That's what leads to
Disengage from landing pad.
Ashes
We're going to be really careful what we do. A great example are several of us came from World of Warcraft, and we love WoW's Crimson Raids. We don't think there is a lot we need to do there differently.
You are currently within a no fire zone. Retract your weapons,
but
Commander.
overall, we're not going to spend a lot of points innovating on things like that.
That's fine. Just do it like classic, though.
We think adventuring, like going out into the world, doing quests, figuring out where you're supposed to go next, has not aged super well, and we think that is a great opportunity to innovate.
That's true.
So I want to talk a little bit about that. sky from a mysterious ancient city and see countless shards of broken worlds waiting to be discovered. This is some of our latest concept art for that setting, but I also want to show you how this has already evolved. When the team was first brainstorming about the world, I got excited and made my own sketch of how the shards might float above the city. And everyone teased me about it mercilessly. And so I drew it again in Photoshop where it looked tiny bit better, and we used this for our first several pitch decks.
I get it.
This is what game development looks like. It starts looking pretty bad, you make it better and better, you hire better artists who can actually draw, and eventually you should be able to produce something pretty cool.
Yeah.
Our team used these concepts and got us to our latest vision, which we'll continue to experiment further. This is by far the final
Traffic operations signing off.
So you probably get the idea that one of the major focuses for us is creating 2 different types of world shards for players to explore. We're calling these red shards, are like more traditional MMOs. Lots of and world bosses. This is where you'd find most of the dungeons and raids in the game, and other players, particularly strangers, are really important here. A player on Twitter compared them to WoW's Timeless Isle, and that's a great way to think about it.
Okay, sure.
And our blue shards will be more of a private realm for you and your friends. The design draws on some inspiration from survival games, but it's not about starving or freezing to death. It's more about you charting your own path the way you want. And while the red shards offer a consistent theme park experience for every player, the blue shards open up individualized and different sandboxes for you and whoever you choose to let in with you.
Okay.
The basic loop of Ghost when you play is you'll go back and forth between the blue shards and red shards. Perhaps you need important reagent for your next upgrade that can only be found in the red shards. Or maybe your friends let you know that a rare boss just appeared and that boss drops great loot, but you'll need to assemble a small army to go and dispatch it. These accomplishments are then things you can bring back to further improve your character and the blue shards. Now we think the opportunity here is that when you're playing on a blue shard, your actions will be permanent, whether you deplete a mine or clear out a dungeon, a dragon's lair. If you want to build a village for you and your friends, there won't be random players walking through to mess up the experience.
I think there should be.
If you want to set up a guild versus guild PvP shard, you won't have to worry about random arrivals later on causing an imbalance. But without random players, you don't really have an MMO, right? So the red shards are where you get that massive multiplayer experience that we all love.
Yeah.
Now, it's easy to talk about world shards in a way that sounds really dry or even disconnected, and honestly, systems designers are really good at doing that, which is why developing the world of Ghost is really important to us as well. Our goal is for Ghost to be immersive, mysterious, and worthy of your time and investment.
Okay.
We take inspiration from everything from Elden Ring to D&D's Planescape.
Great.
Because we want
Especially
the world of Ghost to be a fresh
right?
take on the fantasy genre, we're experimenting with a lot of different types of creatures and races you'll encounter, and that work even carries into class design. We want to have a lot of classes, and while you probably won't find something as basic as warrior or mage, some of the classes will be familiar, and then some of them will honestly be a little weird, like this room.
I think they should just
we
use
hope everyone
warrior
create
and mage.
characters and find classes that fit the playstyle they love.
It's like
But
they
cults
don't
are also
want to
core to
reinvent the
idea of
wheel,
playing
but now
Ghost.
they're doing it.
So experimenting with different classes should feel rewarding and not like you're falling behind. Our classes are organized into different factions, and these factions are working secretly against each other, sometimes with each other, to determine the future of the city. The factions don't limit who you can play with. This isn't about preventing you from playing with your friends. They're just there to give the classes some depth and motivation to help drive our narrative.
Got it.
You can see here some visual exploration of one of our earlier factions. But I want to stress, not every faction would adopt this art style, and there will be a gamut of dark, serious, cute and silly, and probably even dangerously
Oh, bro,
sensitive.
look at that. That's badass.
So with that, we'd like to get into some of your questions, and I want to introduce one more member of the team. John is our biz guy, and he is going to be our MC for today.
Hey everyone, so I've nominated myself responsible for reading the questions out to the team.
It must be so awkward for him to be the only person
Brian.
that's not
This
sitting
one's a
down.
heavy-hitting question, but it was one of the most upvoted. So, Towel the Tank asks, will there be tanks in your game? And if so, how many?
Well, I'm not
Towel the
surprised. I
Tank.
know Towel's a great guy, so I'm not surprised that his tweet was well liked.
Towel the Tank. I know who that is.
Yes, there are certainly going to be tanks in our game, but I think we want to look at and revisit what tanks mean to the group in terms of gameplay, right? What do they do on a second-per-second basis? Does the boss always have to be hitting them or their tank buddy? Could it just be that there are key moments where the tank needs to be there to defend.
You know what
their
I want to
team
see
against
tanks
a
be like?
Huge attack, or
Gun
is it possible
Lancer
that
in Lost Ark.
there's just a big guy in the
That's
group
a
that
new
like
take
we
on
see
tanks.
Marvel's Endgame, that the Hulk's got to match up with the big brute.
That's what I want to
of
see.
Thanos' crew there. So just trying to find, and explore different options there. And that could mean that we have, some tanks that are in melee as they traditionally are. Maybe we have pet class tanks. Maybe we have range tanks.
Okay.
I don't know. It'd be cool to hear what you all think about those types of things. And when we do experiments and explore that, have you try them and see what you think.
I think that's something that you evolve into.
So thanks for the great question.
Yeah,
Thanks,
that's
Brian.
I think you evolve
This next
into.
one's for you, Shanti, from Ritzadet,
Like with
who
pets
asks,
and shit.
will the game's story, world, and inhabitants treat each player character as if they are the
Great
hero?
question. Holy
Great
shit,
question.
good question. Oh my god, I hate this website. Oh my god, this is such a...
What we're going with is something much closer to...
I'm so sorry, guys.
Where you're part of an elite crew, an elite group that has powers greater than the average NPC or civilian you see on the
Sure,
street.
okay, that's fine.
This gives us room to introduce NPC characters, develop their arcs alongside you, and kind of have it feel like, you don't have the entire burden of the universe on your shoulders. You have others to bear it with and adventure alongside.
That's good. I think being an adventurer is the good thing to do.
All right, next question over to Candice from at XMadson. What is the reason for having blue shards and red shards? It seems like blue shards are their own survival game base builder. Can't this exist in the red shards or vice versa?
I think the superpower of our game is in the blue shards. And when we say that you're going to play blue shards, it could mean that you're just playing one blue shard for the entire season or the entire expansion, just like building and decorating your base and killing monsters and stuff like that.
Like
but it can
Valheim.
also mean that you're playing several blue shards. You could play hundreds of blue shards or maybe even just dozens. The idea behind blue shards is that we're always going to give you a lot of variety. So we love exploration. We love the exploration element of survival games. And since these blue shards are kind of generated just for you and your party, we can always throw some cool, like wacky surprises at you. Like, what if it hailed razor blades and you had to keep shelter nearby? Or what if the world was just slowly crumbling around you and you had to like collect
How do you
as many
balance
resources as you
rewards
can
for
and
that,
get the
though?
hell out
How do
before
you do that?
it falls? So one is like the exploration angle. Two is the shared progression. We love shared progression in survival games. So things like upgrading your crafting bench so that everyone else can use that crafting bench
see what
and
I'm
like
saying?
submitting your recipes to
there is
it and like
progression.
that sense of community that you really only get in survival games. And now imagine you can take that character, you can take that community, and then like inject that into the traditional MMO that has all the raids and dungeons. And you're getting like a mix of your gear from both of these blue shards that you're investing in, that you're playing multiple of, and then the red shards that you're more used to doing things like instant story, dungeons, raids, world bosses, all the cool stuff. Like we really want to concentrate the cool stuff about like the open world experience.
It should be red shards,
so
right?
that we can kind of like divide the experience between like, here's your exploration loop and here's your like static loop.
I feel like this concept might be too...
Okay, I'll toss the next question over to Ed. This one comes from at Mystical OS, who asks,
Ooh.
do you plan on supporting UI
This guy's
mods?
the guy
If
that made
so, will it be
DBM.
curtailed to not create the arms race present in WoW, or will you take the Final Fantasy?
This guy made DBM.
That's a good one. I know, spicy. Thanks for the question, Mr. OS. Big fan.
Yeah.
So I think you've astutely called out like that there is a pretty big risk to doing something like add-ons in the context that say like WoW does them, right?
I don't
Where
want add-ons.
You can get to the point where you've got all these interesting fights with great mechanics, and then you have people who are sort of just in this arms race with the developer to like build add-ons that play the game for you, right?
Yeah.
Shout out to Foji and WoW Classic for doing this for my raid in Wrath of the Lich King. And so I think that's something that we probably don't want as much of. I think the combat modifying
combat add-ons are bad.
world is probably not one we want to live in. But
The normal ones are not
while
that
we don't
bad.
know exactly what we're going to do, there's probably some great use cases for exploring add-ons, and I'll try to talk about a couple of them.
Sure.
So, like examples that come to mind for me are things like imagine that there is an accessibility feature that we maybe just haven't been able to prioritize yet, but a passionate developer in the community could build it for the game, and that could enable new people to play who wouldn't otherwise be able to play. Like, I think that's awesome. And likewise, there are just players who have strong preferences about how their UI should look, and they may not be in the realm of what the base customization in the game allows. And so allowing someone to serve those needs, I think, is good. So I'm not exactly sure where we're going to go. One thing I can say is,
this is a good answer.
I think we know that we have a responsibility to ensure that a player can download, pick up, and play our game without using add-ons, if that was something that we had.
So they don't want it to make
and
it
not
like
have to
retail
worry
WoW.
about, like, we've all probably experienced that thing where we're trying to onboard a friend. It's like, okay, download the game, then like install these 80 add-ons, right? Yeah, exactly. And then like 6 hours later, after you've configured them, you're tired and you don't end up playing. So like, I think we want to avoid that world no matter what.
Yeah.
And TBD on like exactly what we do with add-ons and which kind that we support if we do that at all.
I think no combat add-ons 100%. The rest, I don't really care that much
Greg,
about.
this next one's addressed to you from Dakotiak.
I don't know who this
says,
is.
more and more systems-heavy games seem to be dominated by the soulless quest of optimization at the expense of social decency.
There it is.
Greg mentioned social play is what makes MMO special. What's your strategy to keep optimization from destroying the social fabric of the game?
Good question. Great question.
Peeling back the curtain a little bit here, the historical business model for a lot of MMOs was keep players playing as much as possible because that's where the revenue comes.
I could have never guessed that.
And we don't think that has aged super well. Like when Baldur's Gate 3 came out, I wanted to just play a lot of Baldur's Gate 3, and if I had been raiding or something at the time,
Elden Ring
that
was
might
like
have been
that
an
for
issue
me.
for my guild. If you're hardcore that may be fine. You may want to raid all the time, and we know that the optimization game is fun for some players. They want to try to first you beat the boss, then you try to beat your friend's DPS. Like, we get it. And that's fine. But we really are trying to design Ghost to fit in your life. And because we're releasing the story in chapters, if you feel like you've kind of seen the end and you want to take a break for a little while, like, that's fine. We're not going to get mad at that. And we're going to try to make sure all the systems in the game can support that. So if you want to push blue shards, if you want to keep trying to do harder and harder raids or engage in PvP, like, all good, and we'll support that. But if you want to make room for other games or, God forbid, work with your family, you could do that as well.
Great. Okay, next question over to Brian. With respect to combat, the website describes targeting in such a way that it's not clear if it means tab targeting or fixed combat. Will it be real-time combat like we see in New World, Black Desert Online, and so forth, or will it be hybrid like Guild Wars 2?
I'm hoping hybrid.
I think the short answer is more of a hybrid.
Thank God.
The long answer is that, first and foremost, our game is to be playable on the PC with a mouse and keyboard, right? We feel like there are millions of MMO players out there. They're very comfortable in that environment. And
you are in a no fire zone.
Targets,
Retract weapons
hit tab to
immediately.
select them. That's something they're used to, and it's a very approachable model, right? There's a lot of people that you've been probably able to introduce to MMOs in the past, and they're very quickly able to get into the game, right? And we want that. We want one of the most important things about playing this game is playing with your friends. And so part of that is making sure that it's approachable for everyone. What we also want to do, though, is we want to make sure that it can be played with a controller. And so that has certain challenges, right? And certain things we might have to do differently. And so we're exploring other ways that you would do targeting, more of like what we call like a soft block targeting system, where you're maybe on a controller and the right stick moves the camera, and it's basically doing tab targeting for you. It's selecting a target based on where your crosshair is looking.
Crossplay's huge.
And then trying to add a lot of mechanics
want people to play
from
the game,
popular action combat games that you might see, like Shadows of Mordor or even Spider-Man or Assassin's Creed. There's a lot of things they do with combos and assassinations and counters that we think we can bring into MMO combat and make it a bit more interactive and physical and interesting. So that's kind of where we're at in terms of targeting and combat at this time.
Okay.
Yeah, I think, you brought up controller, right? And I think, like, we've been exploring just on the team already, like, how can more fine-grained targeting work with a controller, right? That's something that we would need to have, even if we otherwise had tab targeting. So there's stuff like that I think we're already digging into, which is exciting. And I don't know, maybe we'll share it with players online or something at some point and get feedback and talk about it, because I think that'd be really fun to do.
That's why
delve
big
into
games
just a
get
little bit
popular,
more,
like
you know,
Minecraft.
one of the greatest
Fortnite.
challenges we've talked about is healing, right? So
Yeah.
how are you going to heal
Yeah.
on a controller? And so, you know, you've been doing
Final
some
Fantasy.
really cool prototyping on that. And I think it's pretty cool. I think players will be excited about what we have, and we'll be happy to share that when we feel it's a little more refined and shippable on the App Store.
Or they'll hate it.
Yeah, or they'll hate it. One of the two.
Also okay.
And we'll change it. Yeah.
All right, let's keep moving here. So over to you, Koob. A question from a non-opinion 87. What is the art direction of the game? More stylized like WoW or more realistic?
Yeah.
Will
Great
it be built
question.
in a way
Holy
that
shit.
it won't become outdated graphically with options for visual upgrades in
Wow.
the future? Will it be third person or isometric or something else?
Wow.
That is a lot of questions.
Wow.
It's this is the art style.
Yeah, I'm going to start with the art style one. This is it, right?
Yeah.
No, I think, you know, I think when we were going through the slideshow earlier, there was a wide range of things that we were showing, and that goes also back to some of the things that we were saying in the beginning. We are early in development. In that early development, we're exploring the boundaries of where we want to go with the look of the game. With the tone of what we're trying to do with the narrative and the IP, we know we're not going to be too stylized or cartoony, but we also know, to your point of things that end up being dated, this is a game that we want players to love and play, not just for years to come, but for decades to come. So it also won't be a game that is ultra realistic. In this kind of like process, we'll kind of be working to refine where that actual direction is.
Sure.
And I think the third part of your question about the camera, I think we can lock it in that it is going to be a third-person camera, not isometric.
Thank fucking God. I hate isometric.
Unless you hate it, then we'll change.
Yeah, I don't like isometric.
You all got to hate it.
Well, as long as one
That's
person
me,
likes
not
it,
you.
we'll go
Sorry,
on.
guys.
Chat seems happy so far with that response. So we'll,
Oh, good.
okay.
All right, we can keep our job. Thanks, Chad.
Thanks, Chad.
So this next question, actually, I'll cheat and ask two in one. The first
isometric.
is, knowing oceanic servers would be a pipe dream, in what ways will you design the game to reduce the impact of higher ping on being able to effectively play? And then a related second question, will this game have cross-server grouping for players? Can NA play with EU homies? Cam, that feels as our
that's from
resident
JB.
Australian expert.
He's a
and
Mythic
CTO,
Plus
that feels
legend
like a good set of
in
questions
Retail
for you.
Yeah, for start, I love this question because I'm an Australian, and growing up in Australia and wanting to play MMOs when they first came out, it was really hard.
I don't know if he's
and
Australian.
So
He
I
doesn't use
actually
profanity
didn't
yet.
play MMOs for a really long time, and so I can really empathize, and it's really important to me that we actually solve this. I think the combat that Brian described actually can make the game quite latency friendly, and so we can have players playing with each other from all over the world. I don't think it's the right answer to just say we'll have oceanic servers. I
You know
think
what
the right
game is
answer
really
to make
latency
it
friendly?
Be part of the worldwide community, and so that
Armored
also
Core
goes to the
6.
second part of this question, which was about how easy is it going to be to group with friends. It needs to be easy. Like one of the core tenets of our game is that you can play with your friends, and so if you then had to do like some kind of weird transfer or play in a different server or not have your characters, that would be a pretty terrible experience. And so we're pretty committed to that. The exact server model we don't know yet, but it'll be very friendly to playing with your friends, playing with people in other countries, and for like, you know, latency tolerant connections.
I hope chat likes that answer too.
Maybe allow people to join cross-server for like blue shards, but not red shards or something.
All right, let's switch it up a bit and start taking some of the questions live from chat too. 100 Fists asks, how do you avoid falling into the procedural generation traps that so many other games fall into?
True. I mean, you take this one. Procedure generation like AI or just like soulless random games? Probably can't answer fast enough to make this work, but
I don't know.
I'll answer it both ways. We're relying a lot on variability and random generation for our blue shards, but we take a lot more inspiration from, I mean, several of us worked on Age of Empires, which has random maps, or Civilization. Those are not procedurally generated in the sense that
this guy made Age of Empires too.
It's just a bunch of empty fields, and maybe the field is green, or maybe it's brown, or maybe there's a bush. Like, we want to make sure these maps are fun to explore, and that you see cool things on them, and that adventuring is fun. Sometimes procedural generation creates like a soulless experience where you have a great quantity of places to explore, but none of them are that interesting. That's the exact opposite of what we're going for. We want the experience of starting a new blue shard to be really exciting because you don't know what you're going to find, and it could be very different from anything you've seen before.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, and also to add to that, you'll find things like side missions, you'll find things like different characters. We have a lot of tricks up our sleeve to make it feel like it's still one contiguous world. The other thing that we're exploring that could make it feel really cool is like giving the player a modicum of control over their blue shards. So it's not just randomly procedurally generated, this is what you get. What if you could do things like adjust the difficulty? What if you could do things like adjust the season?
How
Or
can you change
even
that and then let
bigger
people take
things like
resources
that.
out
Like,
of it?
what if you could turn on rules that let you
Yeah.
turn on PvP permanently and kill other players and loot their bodies? Like, we want to give you so much control over this thing that it feels like you're breaking the game. Now, does that mean that you can just crank the difficulty to easy and like, get all of your gear? Probably not. We're going to control the things that you need to get, the scarcity of resources, stuff like that. That's on the red shards. But when it comes to blue shards, we really want to let you play your way, and we want to get pretty freaking radical about it. So, I don't have anything to show right now, but hopefully we get to do some more deep dives on what blue shards actually are, because I feel like we've really only scratched the surface on what we want to do with these blue shards. And so, like, yes, long story short, we hope that they don't feel soulless because you have your own spin that you can put on them, but also because the stuff that you do in your blue shards is not going to be soulless. You're going to be creating a community with your friends. You're going to be narratively, you're going to be uniting this shard with like the rest of the world. You're like saving fragments of a dying world, and there's a lot that I could talk about that we probably can't get into in the AMA. I'm very sorry, but we're very passionate about it. We have a lot of ideas, and we hope that you'll like them. And also, we're hoping that we'll get your feedback along the way.
Put the game out. Let us ruin your game, and then you'll know what's wrong with it. The sooner that people play this, the better.
All right, so we heard it here first. It will not feel soulless. That's great to hear. So let's, we're just going to start rotating back and forth from live and the ones that came in from social. So a question that was submitted earlier from Woover was, really excited to see some of the crew back together again. I'm having concerns about the game being backed by NetEase. I understand the game needs to make money, obviously, but NetEase makes me think of the MTX and Diablo Immortal. Will this be similar?
No.
Oh,
I mean,
shit.
It's short. We have not finalized our business model yet, but honestly, it's probably going to be something like you pay for a box or you pay for a subscription. Like, we almost certainly, it's not going to be like a free-to-play game with microtransactions. We might have microtransactions, but it certainly won't be pay-to-power. We decided to work with NetEase because they made this crazy offer of they want to fund us and let us kind of make whatever game we want with whatever team we want, and then they'll be there to support us along the way. So
it's smart for
it
NetEase
is
too.
The most freedom I've ever had as a game developer. I've been doing this for
Think
for
about
25
it from their
years.
perspective. It's good for them.
It's awesome, and I think that is what has allowed us to attract so many great people to work on the game. But again, love to hear feedback. Even once we start talking about the business model, that's the kind of stuff that we'd like to have. We want players to feel good about spending money.
Yeah, sure. It's never going to happen, but yeah, sure.
Great. Next question then from Ciro in chat. You've mentioned a lot
Unless
of
they're
classes.
adding anime
While it's
girls.
obviously too early for an exact number, is there a ballpark for how many you plan to launch with? Maybe over to Brian for that?
Servers?
Yeah, I mean, we've talked from anywhere from 20 to 50. I think one of the things to focus on with the number of classes is that playing the game, we expect you to play a bunch of different classes. And so there may not be as much depth in terms of customization and taking a single class into 3 to 4 different directions. But it's more going to be that, this class, it's very easy for my rat catcher to not look like Greg's rat catcher.
There it is.
And for us to have some choices in how we catch our rats.
Yeah, it is.
But not necessarily that the rat catcher can do 4 different roles and there's the talent choices for all of them. So I think in that respect, we're going to see, but then, we could really go deep on the rat catcher fantasy because we only have to say this is what rat catchers do, right?
Okay.
And so I think that's part of what we're talking about here. So yeah, something in the 20 to 50 space is what we've been throwing around.
So they're almost going to be like champions in like a MOBA.
By the way, it's like a joke on our team, but don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if you see it.
Yes.
It is too late.
We say
now.
we won a lot of classes.
No, it's out there. It's out
Brian,
there. The one thing is with having lots of classes. Sure, I mean, it's not going to be like rat catchers our only class, but part of it is we're going to have, as Greg alluded to in the opening, we're going to have those traditional things that you want to be. There's some guy who wants to be bare-chested with a big sword running around smacking things, and there's wants somebody to be, yes, exactly, yeah, Bajira will, maybe if he's out there now, and I'm sure there'll be somebody in a long robe who wants to cast spells, and we'll have roles or classes for those type of people that fantasy, but we also want to do weird stuff. So, yeah.
Yeah, it actually might be worth mentioning the bit of the controversial
Make a jester
point
class,
that,
like
we
in
don't want
Gauntlet
all
Dark
classes
Legacy.
to be able to do everything in the game. The game will end up
that'd be
feeling
cool.
homogenized if we have 50 classes that all do the same stuff. And so we're looking into putting time and energy and effort into classifying people as like certain kinds of DPS roles. Are you a 2-target sustained? Are you like a multi-dot? And really making those classes feel really special. And if we have that in mind from the beginning, we can do things like make sure that our raids and our dungeons and our world has a good enough spread of those kind of DPS profiled necessities that it's not just that, oh, these mages are the best because they can also do like instant burst and they can AoE.
Yeah.
There's going to be like a good mix of encounters that are going to call for those different DPS profiles, so you can always feel good. And honestly, even if you don't feel good, it should be really freaking easy to play an alt. And so maybe it's not unheard of that you can disrupt your alt in the middle of a raid. I mean, we really want to reunite.
Just do it like Final Fantasy.
Feel like.
I think many of us have
Just do it like
suffered in
Final
games
Fantasy,
where we want to
please.
play alts, but there just isn't the systems and the support to make it feel like it's a good use of your time. And so from day one, we talked about how can we make alts feel good in our game and make it feel like an organic, natural thing.
If you want rat catcher, comment.
Yes, yeah. I'll vote the rat catcher.
You definitely won't be an elf.
Spoilers.
It's actually a great question. And the good news, you all can't see this, but we have people theory crafting their rat catchers now. Someone named theirs Charlie.
I love it.
Yep.
So
Hey,
we have a name.
it's going to happen now.
Yeah, I'm sure the Discord is up already.
So, Shanti, I think Candace's comment is a good question. We have not launched our game. We've not shown gameplay yet, but at Nary 5th is perhaps the first player that we've already lost. They write, no elves. You can't do this to me. Do you have a response?
Yeah, that's kind of weird how you said no
So,
elves.
We want to develop this game with players from day one. It's why we're all sitting here, cracking jokes and trying our best not to spoil anything.
Yeah, sure.
Over the coming years, we will say things that aren't clear. We'll try features that end up not working out.
There's going to be
and
a
that's just
race
kind of
that looks like
part of the
elves.
journey that we want to take you upon. So in the spirit of that, let me clarify the elves comment, because this is one of the first things we heard was players were like, but I love elves. We do too, actually. I can't remember the last game I played a human in, if there's any other option to play other races. What we don't want to do is transpose Tolkien's Lord of the Rings elves and dwarves and plop them into our universe, because we're making something from the ground up that is ownable and made to be in the shape the game needs it to be. So we're going to have some great races. They're going to call back to a lot of the fantasies and the reasons people like elves, like dwarves, but they're going to have our spin on it and be ownable for our IP in a way that we think you're really, really going to like.
Yeah, and if I could add something to that, Shanti, I think early development, it isn't always just being general about telling people things that have no context.
Yeah.
I mean, we could say early development and not say anything. But to your point, sometimes we are just saying what we're thinking right now and want to get that feedback to kind of understand, what is it about elves that you like? What is it about that persona? What is it about that speaks to players so that we can better understand
general,
that and actually
I think
figure
just
out how
use
to
the
work
old
those
races.
things into our game.
That's what I think.
I want to double down on that because
There's like a
it's so
cultural
important
shared
to us that
understanding
we
of it.
Understand the fantasies that these classes and these races are providing, so that we can learn what you love and then make sure that that's present in the game.
Yeah.
That if you have a fantasy of, I want to be like a class that loves nature and I use nature magic, we have that. If you just want the fantasy of an elegant, beautiful elf, there will be elegant, beautiful races, right? So I think it's really important that you keep telling us how you feel about our ideas.
So what I heard was we're not building elves. We're building like 15 different kinds of elves. Perfect.
They're all rat
they
catchers.
need to have
And they're all rat. And they have great abs.
They've got to have it.
All right, back over to you, Cam. Probably a quick question here, but a bunch of people have had it, including Vivid Gaming GG. Is our game built in Unreal or Unity or something else?
Good question. Great question.
Yeah, so I think you can get pretty good results from building a custom engine. But if I said to Greg, hey, just give me 5 years and I'll get a triangle on the screen, that probably isn't going to fly. And so we're going to start with Unreal. Unreal is a great engine. It is not an MMO engine in a box. And so we have a lot of work to do, and we're happy to take on that work and to make a great MMO. But we wanted to start with a great engine. Unreal is a great place to start, and so that's what we're doing.
That's smart, yeah.
Awesome, thank you. All right, let's keep moving. Maybe actually, while we've got you, Cam, another question here from Choco Poning Chat. Will the game be built around anti-cheat and work against bots? This is always an issue on economy and player experience.
True.
Yeah, that's actually a great follow-up question, because that's one of the things that we will need to put a lot of effort into. That's really important. It's important to me. It's actually something that some of us on the team have worked on before. And so things like, if you call that client integrity, things like avoiding exploits, avoiding botting, avoiding dupes, things like that, that will put a lot of effort
So he
into
played
that.
New World.
I'm confident we can get that to a really good spot. And on the other side of that is actually content integrity. You don't want, like, I actually hope our game gets big enough that there will be data miners trying to like sneak into the into the files and work out what it all means. But like, we don't want that to spoil the game for people, and so we'll make sure that content is also protected. If we've got a big story moment, or even if we want to just hide for gameplay reasons, like what is this upcoming boss mechanic, then we want to make sure that we put enough like content integrity tooling in place that that can't get spoiled and that can't get data mined. So that stuff's hard, but I'm confident we'll be able to do a good job of it.
Yeah. I think
Cam,
data
we're doing a
mining
great
is
job
generally
answering
a bad
questions.
thing.
I'll just give you another one. This one's from at Scripe Wow from Social,
we
who
know who
asks,
this is.
do you plan on releasing the game in patches worldwide at the same time?
So short answer, yes. I think we want a worldwide community, and it's just better if everyone gets the same content at the same time. And so that is our aspiration. That's what
Doesn't
we're going
wanna
to do.
lose because
sometimes there
ZU
are practical reasons why that's difficult. Different platforms, different countries, but wherever possible, we'll make sure the game and the patches are released at the same time worldwide. And same deal. You don't want to get spoiled because someone in some other country found out about the content, and then you didn't even get a chance to see it, and you've already heard about it.
Or maybe they killed the
so
boss before you
wherever
did.
Possible, it'll be worldwide.
For sure.
Except Australia, maybe we'll give it to them first.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant. Australia first, and then the rest of the world.
Yeah, right. Makes sense.
All right, Brian making the wisecracks over there, so you get the next question. This question comes from Denied, who asks, when it comes to characters and alts, will you have to level multiple different tunes like WoW and Guild Wars 2, or will it be more like Final Fantasy 14, where I can have one character that can learn all jobs by changing stuff?
Amazing question.
Yeah, it's a good question. We touched on this a little bit before. I think we believe, you know, RPGs, it's a lot about creating a character, and your class has a lot to do with the identity of that character. And so we do want character and the classes to be tied together. So if you create a character, it's going to be that class, and that defines it, and you can, you know, you customize it, you make it look that way. But we also want to have this ability to progress your alts or play a lot of alts. And so your progression will probably be more about you, the player, than necessarily your individual characters. There's a balance there. It's a tricky problem to say, how much do you make time investment worthwhile so it feels like you've made this character more powerful, but at the same time is not a hindrance to you making multiple characters. So those are things we're always discussing. We're going to find pain points. We're going to hear from you on what you think makes an alt worthwhile. But yeah, our plan right now is to make characters and classes tied together, but also to make it pretty easy for you to switch classes.
A roster system I would be very happy with.
One of the things that we really like about the Final Fantasy model is like how easy it is to swap back and forth between classes, and how much sense it makes. Like, oh, I have this different weapon now, and now I'm this different class. There are things that we could do that are inspired in that vein, but ultimately the thing that we like the most and the reason we chose this direction was like, we like embodying the entire fantasy of the character within a single character, in the sense that, like, if I want to play a Scourge character, and then I want that to feel like it's in the vein of, you know, Scourge stuff, or I want to play my Tauren character or something, and that's going to feel very different. We want to give you like the full breadth of that fantasy, and I think the best way to do that, to deliver on that, is to let you play a lot of different races, to play a lot of different like fantasies to explore.
Yeah, sure, I get it.
I remember Shanti and I had some conversation about this at one point. And
I would agree with that.
We were
That
just
sounds
joking
good.
around, but it was like things like, how do your characters interact with each other? Like maybe you have a base and like you can go in and your rat catcher's doing the dishes or something.
Yeah.
You can like, it's like grab stuff out of their inventory or like do whatever. Like there may be creative things that we can do and explore that just make it feel overall always better to have more characters than worse, or like you're juggling things and did I do my dailies on this and whatever. So yeah.
It was actually kind of hard to say that because we're a little bit afraid of promising things that we can't deliver on, right? Like what if we can't make 15 different races at launch, or what if we can't even make 4 different races at launch?
Sure.
It's what we want to do, but the reality of like the development and trying to get to ship on time and what sacrifices you make to have those kind of things put in the game. Anyways, I just want to acknowledge it's like very hard for us to say these things when we're not 100% sure.
Yeah,
and there might be a world where we only have 1 or 2 or 3 races that ship. But letting you know what's in our head and where our philosophy is at, I think is what's important
It's
about
good
like
to know what the North Star is,
or
yeah,
staying
sure.
transparent about our development process and developing out in the open. So
yeah,
we have more ideas than Ratcatcher. Let me be clear.
In fact,
you came up with more today, or
Ratcatcher might just be our anti-cheat system, is what Cam said.
It's
so it'll be
elves.
somewhere in the game, even if you can't play it as a class.
Brian, you took like a mix of W's and L's in chat for the alts versus not alts type thing.
Oh yeah, well I'm not surprised.
Probably the WoW players versus the Final Fantasy.
I love alts. I don't like alts. I like playing one character, and that's the thing.
I don't
Really,
like having
there are people who
content.
like making one character and playing that character only. And so one of the things you have to make sure you're not letting happen is, well, to play this one character, I have to play lots of alts.
Yeah, that's
right?
not
I have
fun.
to play lots of alts and drive it
The
towards
Lost Ark player,
that one
maybe.
character. It's
Yeah.
okay to say I play this one character and it can feed my other characters. Like that's a little bit more palatable
better, yeah.
than saying in order to make my Ratcatcher more powerful, I've got to play my Gunsmoke Ronin and my, my Swan Catcher or Swan Catcher. There's a swan right there. I'm looking at a swan. There's the camera here and a swan right there. I want you all to know what is my experience right now.
So where's the rat?
Yeah.
I just want to say one more thing on that topic, which is like we are staying curious. So if there is something about having one
Just
character
roster
that is
levels.
very
Just do
appealing to
roster
you,
levels,
very
please.
curious about what that is. We have some inclinations, like how easy it is to like share gear,
Yeah.
and like is it more of like is it a fantasy thing that you want, or is it more of a logistics thing? Because logistics
think
are
make
very
all
easy
of
to
it.
solve, especially when you're from scratch.
Detachment
Anyway,
complete. You are go for
that was a baller question. Thank you, John.
Great question.
The message to all commanders
So going back to the Australian game. We're very
All right, Brian, while we're with you, chat is spamming this one, so we're just going to do it. Specifically for Holinka, can we get an idea about what PvP will be like? Will there be incentives pushing players to be a part of open world PvP? Will there be a ranking system, EG arenas?
Very good
I
question.
think a lot to be decided there about the structure of PvP. There will be PvP. I think more of a focus on open world PvP, maybe blue shard PvP, so that every time you're going in, it's a little different. Maybe there's blue shard battlegrounds, maybe there's blue shard arenas. I think that's a kind of an open question. I think one of the big challenges in MMOs, every MMO has this. Honestly, any game that has a PvE progression system and PvP in it has this challenge of, are those two parallel progression systems or not? And I think that's something we're really going to have to think about. In my opinion, right? Like, that was always a constant battle in other games that I've seen of, well, is the PvP always better in the PvP situation? Is the PvE always better in the
Just
PvE
make
situation?
PvE the best
so
thing.
I don't know. I think
Like
we
in
want to explore
classic
different
WoW.
ideas there. It's probably not do
Don't
it
try to
the way
bounce.
everyone else has. We have a fresh start, and we kind
Never
of
bounce. Boulders and the belt are really cool, but like, look at the boots. Like, what even are those? Like, did they just give up? Yeah, they just gave up. Let's see if there's
Shoulders remind me of Sargeras.
Yeah, a little bit. I like that the normal mode one has like the most like dramatic colors, I would say, so far. Yeah, the legs are okay, and that's Raid Finder. Raid Finder 1 looks nice, except for, dude, look, the boots, man. And there's PvP right there. This one is okay. I guess actually this one's kind of cool, like the Sargeras colors at least. It's badass. And then this one, I'm gonna be honest, I actually like the colors here.
Really?
Yeah, the blue and gold, I think they fit really well together. Like, I don't think the set's good. The set's still stupid. I just like the colors.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of. Let's see what the next one is. Oh, what's this? This is Druid. And again, this isn't going to look that great because humans can't be druids. So, this is the Mythic set. This kind of reminds me, oh yeah, no, I can see the owls and the feathers. Yeah, this is a druid set for sure. Oh, it's on a night elf? I see it now. I see his face, yeah. For a second, I just misunderstood. Yeah, I think this one
reminds me of
really
Feral
good.
Heart a little bit.
Yeah. Heroic, this one looks okay. Decent enough.
I hate those colors.
Like the colors, they're a little bit washed out. Now that looks nice.
Oh,
that looks really fucking nice. Wow.
That looks good.
That's from
That looks good.
Oh my god, that looks good. That looks amazing. What the fuck? Yeah, it's good for Druid. Yeah, exactly. That's so fucking cool. And Raid Finder, this one is, it doesn't want to look that good. In my opinion, not really a big fan of this one. It's kind of mediocre. PvP is the gold one. This almost looks like a Paladin set, to be honest.
What are those colors, dog?
Well, it's like a Paladin set. Like, what the fuck? And then the boots, like, bro, what are they doing with these boots, man?
I don't know.
Oh my god. Let's see here, and this is the other, this one just like, okay, they're like, all right, let's just throw some random colors on it, and they did that. Okay, next, Evoker. It's like literally the same thing except for different shoulders. Yeah. The helmet reminds me of like the Paladin Tier 3 helmet because it has like that visor almost on it. But I think that actually could just be the character that's wearing it. I mean, I think this looks nice. Sure, it looks pretty good.
Permission granted. Please make your way to landing pad 3-2.
That looks really good. Holy shit, that looks really good. Wow, what the fuck?
That does look good.
That's amazing. Yeah, I like that a lot, guys. So it's visor, it's tattoo. Yeah, I see it now. I can tell this angle. Yeah, this looks great, man. Yeah, this is awesome. And then Raid Finder. Yeah, not really that great, but who gives a shit? The normal mode one though, like I'll go back to it. Like this is so fucking nice. Like everything about this is really good.
Scan detected.
Oh, I guess they just don't have it rigged, so it probably doesn't look that good. I could see this looking really good whenever it looks on like a male character. I don't think it looks that good on a female. Yeah, it's a little bit mediocre. Helmet's the weakest part. I think the helmet's okay, but like the back of it is kind of boring. And Hunter. Jesus, look how big the shoulders are. Holy
God
fuck.
damn.
It's massive. Look how long they are. Oh, wow.
Deployed.
Okay, so there's purple, and then heroic. This is decent, I would say. Yeah, what do you guys think? It's okay. I don't think this is one of the best Hunter sets they've made.
It kind of looks like someone just took a piss all over it.
Yeah, it kind of does. And it's mid. I think it's okay, but like in my opinion, the best Hunter set, one of the best ones they've ever made, was the remade Tomb of Sargeras one.
Yes,
that set was so fucking good. It was insane how good that set was. What's this one here? This is normal mode. I think the normal mode one looks kind of good, I would say. And then Raid Finder. It's okay. Not amazing, but it's okay. What's the helmet? Yeah, I don't know. Now this looks nice. Holy shit. Holy shit. Wow. That is badass. That is fucking awesome, man.
Incoming message.
Yeah, this looks like a warrior set. Holy fuck, this is cool. Like if they announced this was the warrior set, I would be happy. This is fucking cool. Wow. And then this one is like, yeah, it's kind of mediocre, but it doesn't matter because the red one's so cool. All right, Mage, Wayward Chronomancers. I like the big hat. Oh, did they ever figure out, are they still gonna have a white hat? Oh, they are. They're gonna have the white hat. Uh-oh, yeah. Uh-oh.
Dude.
Oh,
Dude,
man.
oh, shit, man.
Okay, it's gonna be a tweet with like 60 likes that's gonna be critical of this. Uh-oh, this is bad for Blizzard, guys. This looks like kind of, I'm gonna be honest, it looks like kind of it looks like the first draft of what the Mage Challenge Mode armor was gonna be.
Dude, I was gonna say that.
Yeah, it's like before they added on a lot of the bells and whistles, like this is okay, but I feel like it's just kind of a little bit of a worse version of the Mage Challenge Mode set. Yeah, Dark Moon Fair Vendor. Yeah, something like that. The red one looks pretty nice. I like this. This looks good.
I like that one.
Yeah, it's like a Fire Mage set.
You know what I like is that they're doing something with the robe, you know?
How it's like there's like a color grade in on it?
No, it's like open.
Oh, yeah, I think so. Yeah, they don't really have that many of those, do they?
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool.
What's this? Elefara. It's kind of boring colors, I'd say. And then this is PvP. I'm assuming this is the mythic one because it has like this weird thing on the helmet. This one looks pretty nice, I would say. I like it. It's not amazing, but I like it. And then obviously this set is going to bring up some points of view from some people on Twitter who probably, have a lot of opinions about everything. Yeah. So let's see what the next one is. Monk, Mystic Heron's Discipline. It's like, what's so weird about it is like the shoulders are so good, but the chest piece is so boring.
It's
so bad.
And look at the cloak. What is that cloak?
Oh, God. Look at that cloak. Bro, that's like a quest. It was like the first quest in the Jade Forest. It's like, hey, welcome to Mista Pandaria. Oh, you're level 86? Here you go. This is what you get. Look at this little cloak.
Awful.
Oh, my God. And that's, okay, this is... But the shoulders, though, I feel like people are going to use these shoulders. These shoulders and the gloves are really, really good. Even, I hope...
Even the helm, dog.
Yeah, it's like, what's his name? Sub-Zero in, Mortal Kombat. Red and white. Again, I feel like it's kind of a bit washed out, but I know what they're trying to do because this is the color of, Chi-Ji in the game, right? But I just wish they had been, like, more vibrant with the red. This one is okay. This is the Raid Finder version. Boots. Yeah, the boots are just stupid as fuck. And this is the PvP one. Yeah, I really think they missed out on having a better color combo for this.
Man, poor monks, dude.
Yeah.
Monks cannot catch a break.
I'll tell you this, though. Like, I bet we'll be seeing these shoulders, like, 5 years from now. People will still be using these shoulders. The shoulders are really, really good.
That's true.
Same with the gloves are decent. The belt's pretty good. Helmet's pretty good. But it's just, like, the boots and, like, the legs and the pants. Like, bro, this like he's wearing sweatpants. Like, what the fuck? Let's see the next one. Paladins. Okay, here we go. Zealous Pyre Knights Argo. I don't know.
I think this set has, it either has or had potential. But the goofy boots...
The boots are very weird.
And the shoulders don't, like... You're putting these giant-ass swords on these shoulders, and the shoulders are not big enough.
It's like he's a bird.
Yeah.
It's like you should have, like, reduced falling speed if you're wearing these shoulders. Oh my
What do you
God,
think?
why swords? Yeah, I think what I don't like is the fact that the faceplate only covers the front of the helmet. And I think that the faceplate covered the back of the helmet as well. And it was kind of like a way to kind of, like, I don't know, frame the helmet. I think it would have looked way
that's
better.
a real thing. No, that's a real thing, though.
Oh, no doubt it is. I'm just saying I think it would have looked better if it was behind it all the way, too. Maybe a bit better.
Maybe. I don't know.
This is Heroic. Oh, Heroic is like, this is kind of a Death Knight set. Yeah. I mean, it's good for transmog. Always nice to have new things. This is normal mode. I think normal mode looks
That's
kind
pretty
of
good.
Yeah, it's decent.
I like those colors.
Yeah, the colors are pretty much as good as you can hope for. That looks good. Yeah, I'd say so. And LFR, it's all right. It's okay.
Now the PvP one, the elite one is really good.
I like it, but it's like, do you remember the warrior set from, or actually I guess it was plate, right? Like everybody got the same set? I don't remember. In Shadowlands, it was like kind of like that same Crusader vibe that this has.
Yes.
I felt like that one was better because of the black and white. Like I think the dark gray and white don't really look as good.
Well, the next one's where it's at.
Okay, let's see it.
Now see that.
Okay, that's.
Now see.
Yeah. That's a lot better.
Yes, dog.
Okay.
That is it right there. I'm going for that day one. Well,
Yeah, that's a really, really nice set.
Yes.
Change helmet and shoulders. Yeah, I mean, the shoulders and helmet, I don't know how people can use this, but I think, like, maybe this helmet, if you used, like, maybe the old deer set around it, I think it would probably look a little bit better, but I don't know. I'd have to see it without the helmet, too.
I really like that.
Ooh, what the fuck is this? Like, this is... Priest. What the fuck? This is really nice. This reminds me a lot of Tier 6.
I don't... Dude.
This is so good.
I don't know who is in charge of presets this expansion, but they are killing it.
Like, I remember the last patch.
Killing it.
It's fucking nuts. Like, let me show you guys the last patch. Priest, Season 2 Dragonflight.
Oh, am I too loud? I'll turn it down.
Mission objective detected. Incoming mission critical message.
Okay, I'll just search it. Dragonflight Season 2 Priest tier set. Look at this.
Dude.
This was the Priest tier set.
This should have been Paladin.
It should have been. It's fucking insane. Look at this. It's ridiculous. It's outrageous. It's gratuitous. Look at this. This is... Dude, how is this not like the Death Knight leader? It's fucking insane. Yeah, this is his final form. It is.
It shouldn't have been.
It's amazing. This is what the jailer should have looked like. Look at the purple. This is an elite warlock. Every single one of them is good. Jesus, this is probably one of the best presets that's ever been made.
I am jealous. Yeah, I'm jealous.
Yeah.
This should not have been a preset.
Absolutely.
It should have gone to one of the plates. Okay, and you know there are plenty of options for priests out there. This is a great. This right here is a great set. This belongs to priest. It looks great. Good colors. Great. The other set, no, not a preset.
Absolutely. Yeah, the other one, yeah, it should have been a paladin or like, I would have been okay if like every like plate wearer could have got that.
God.
If there was like a different color for each different class. Like, dude, this is not a Death Knight set. It's fucking insane. Oh my god. Anyway, this is the new priest set. It's not as good as the old one, but it does look pretty good. This, again, it reminds me a lot of Tier 6, you know? Maybe Tier 5, a little bit, you know, somewhere around there. Tier 5,
I really
Tier 6.
like the shoulders, though.
Yeah, the shoulders look really nice. It's like the spirit healers on the side. This is fucking insane. Like, this is some Scarlet Cathedral shit right here.
God damn, that's
bro.
good.
Like, if there was like a bishop in the Scarlet Crusade, this would be it.
Yes, sir.
God damn, this is fucking good. This is amazing. It's so good. Yeah, I love this. Oh my god. And then we've got, this is the LFR version. I think actually this looks pretty good. Yeah, I like this.
Oh, you know what those colors are?
What's
That's
that?
the original T6 color.
Yeah, it's pretty close to that, I'd say. You're right. Ooh, wow. Holy shit.
Dude, what are these
that is
color
nuts,
combos?
bro. Like, Jesus, that is so good. Tyrael,
Who's
doing this? This is amazing.
Who is doing this?
Oh my fucking god. And then what's this?
That is
okay, this is Rogue. Okay. So...
Helmet's cool. Right off the bat, I think the helmet's cool.
Yeah. It's from the, like, the helmet looks a lot like the mask from, like, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure that Dio puts on. There it is. I really like that. It's very good. And, set's amazing. Yeah, I like this a lot. And, looks like Shredder. Yeah, kind of. And it's got, like, the potions on, like, his, on his legs. Like, I like that a lot. This is the mythic one. And this is heroic. I like this a lot. This is badass. Looks scary. Yeah, it does look kind of scary. And then there's the, I think that's normal mode.
I think the heroic and mythic colors should be swapped, actually.
Heroic and mythic?
Because when I think rogue, I think green set.
Poisonous, dangerous, venom. Yeah, dots. Absolutely. The Raid Finder set's nice as fuck. Yeah, I mean, it's got those same colors that I was talking about earlier, like the gold and blue. Like, this looks really nice as well. This is the Castle Nathria Hunter set. Yeah, but, like, the Hunter set had, like, the red face. I really like that one, too. And it looks like they're not going to go with one of those. This is the PvP one right here. This looks decent, right? It's not bad, but it looks decent. And it's a Protoss, yeah, kind of. And this one just looks like kind of a, it looks like the heroic version that just got left out in the sun a little bit longer, to be honest.
Yeah, I think the rogue's kind of, you guys kind of got fucked.
Yeah, it's a little bit washed out, you know. Let's see this. All right, next, Shaman. Okay. This is awesome. This is so
Fuck
this is
me,
badass.
dude.
Yeah, this is actually
God
dude, people are gonna
damn,
be
dude.
using this belt for the rest of the game.
Yep.
Like this is the new belt. Like, the helmet is fucking good, the shoulders are good. This is absolutely fucking insane. This is such a good belt.
What a set.
It's such a good set in general, yeah. And this is the mythic version. I bet they have even better, like, color themes too. And oh, that looks
man.
Dude, imagine casting chain lightning in that shit, dude.
Oh,
it's
wait,
so
do they
good.
still have chain lightning?
No, they haven't taken that out of the game yet.
Oh, okay, good.
Shaman stay winning. Yeah, this is, Frostwolf. This is fucking nuts. This one, colors really leave a lot to be desired.
Yeah.
Not a big fan of it. I don't like it that much. This one's kind of boring too, to be honest. I think they could have gone a lot more crazy with the colors here. Let's see what the other two are. This is okay.
It's okay.
Yeah,
It's okay.
It looks all right. And then there's this one. This one probably looks the second best, I would say. It's kind of surprising because, like, I feel like if the colors were like a solid, like a dark red and a dark black together, this set would go so hard. And I'm surprised they didn't do that. Because, like, this set, like, this one looks really good. And it's weird because, like, some of these color combinations, it's disappointing because I just think they're really boring.
They're so faded. I don't know what.
Yeah, why do they have
Blizzard
things
is. They do that all the time, though.
I know. Like, and it's like back in the day, like if you go and you look at the original Sulfuras Hand of Ragnaros, that shit was bright. Like, same with like Burning Crusade weapons, like a Soul Cleaver from like, what's his name, Terran Gorefiend. Like, that shit stood out. I really like the shinier, like more vibrant items. And we've got Warlock. Okay, Warlock should be good. Oh man.
Pretty good.
That is pretty fucking good. Holy shit, that is fucking good.
That is an evil being right there.
This is like the guy that you kill before you fight N'Zoth. Holy fuck, that is good. I love it. Helmet's good. Yeah, it's like Mephisto. Yeah, it is kind of like Mephisto. Is there a red version of this? Oh, I really like this too. This is great. I love these. And look how far out the shoulders stick. They're insane. Shoulders go insane. They do. Holy fuck, man. Please let there be a solid red one. Oh, this one looks okay. It, you know, colors are, you know, leave a little bit to be desired, but it's okay. All right, this should be Raid Finder here. Just basically a shittier version of this one. Kind of disappointing that they didn't have another color theme. Oh, there it is.
Oh my god, dog! Look at, dude!
Damn, bro, like
holy
fuck. Oh, bro, that's so good. Holy shit! That's. I think this is the mythic set, right? God, that's fucking badass. That's so sick. Yeah, it is. Lock, stay winning. Yeah, this is so cool, man. I love this. And then what's the normal mode one? That one's kind of mediocre, but who gives a fuck if you have this one? Right? This is so good. Elite PvP. Yeah, this is the Elite PvP set. This is the Mythic set. Sorry if I misspoke. Yeah. And we've got Warrior.
I mean, you know, the helm's cool, and the shoulders are kind of, they could be bigger. I think. You know, listen, not every Warrior set can be a fucking banger, man. You gotta have some misses, you know. Oh,
this one's okay, right? It's okay.
That one's not bad. I mean,
it's not that bad. I mean,
Copy that. Going live.
Oh.
Stand by. Fighter online. Ready to go.
Well, surely the PvP colors are good.
True. What's this? Stop. Just.
Oh. What about the last one?
What is this?
I'm so sorry, dude.
What is this? Why did they do this to me?
I'm so sorry.
What the fuck?
Target shields offline.
It's a Juggernaut from X-Men. No, that was the fucking Antaurus set was the Juggernaut from X-Men. It was awesome. This is just... I don't even know what this is. I can't believe this.
Damn.
What is this? Like, how do you do this? Did they just like... Oh, it's like they did them alphabetically and they just ran out of time with the Warrior one? I feel like this is like they data mine this and it's like, oh, this isn't the finished model yet. They're gonna put more stuff on it. Like, whenever it comes out, it's gonna look way cooler than this. But no, this is coming out in like an hour. That's it. Well, I mean, technically, like, I guess you're gonna be able to get it in like a week, but still. Oh my god.
Target shields online.
I mean, the gloves are really nice. The belt's really nice. Maybe the helmet will be nice with another... Sorry, the chest piece will be nice with another helmet. But, I don't know, guys. The boots are trash. The boots look like...
Target shields offline.
They look like the boots that you craft to level up blacksmithing in Wrath of the Lich King.
Yep.
Like, the Cobalt boots, man. There they are. This is just like the new version of the Cobalt boots. And then like finally, after you work really hard, you get up to the Serenite boots. And then you craft those.
Incoming mission critical message.
My fucking god, this is sad. How do we get fucked over so bad? This is awful. But like, it's crazy like the disparity with these sets though. Because like the Warlock set, I think this is probably a top 5 Warlock set of all time.
Of all time?
Probably, yeah. I mean, this is
Roger
insane.
that. Commencing fighter recovery.
Like, this is fucking nuts. It's so good. Like, the Priest set is the best? I don't think the Priest set is the best. The Rogue set is nice. I like the Rogue set. The Priest set is... again, like, I feel like I'm comparing it to the Priest set from last season. It's not that good.
It's just not as good.
It's just not as good. Like, that's just how it is, right? But like, it's decent, right? It is decent. Like, this does look good. Like the Scarlet Crusade, you know, colors were really nice. The Paladin set, I feel like this is just like a middle of the road Paladin set. Nothing too crazy. I don't know why they don't give you guys kilts as much anymore.
I don't know either.
Like Tyrion, you know?
Well, I mean, we got one last raid.
Last raid? What did you? Let me see.
It actually looks kind of cool.
Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, it looks decent enough. I guess so. Actually, yeah, it's Paladin.
I think the PvP Paladin is dope.
Yeah, okay. Let me see, PvP Paladin. Yeah, that one does look really nice. I can see somebody using that. Then the monk one, again, it's just like really weird decisions with like the. It's so odd how big of a difference some of these sets have. Like, because some of the pieces have like such high, great quality, and some don't. Like these boots, I think actually look really nice. The monk one's hilariously bad. Well, it's like they put. You know what the monk one is like? The monk one is like. It's like if you're making a character and you put all your points into one stat. It's like the shoulders are where all the points went. The shoulders are insanely good and everything else is boring. It's like, it reminds me of like the Wrathful Gladiator Warrior set. Like where only the helmet and shoulders were really cool.
Oh yeah, yeah.
This hunter set, bro, like can we just trade with hunters?
Bro.
Yeah, I feel like, yeah, like I'll just take this. Like I'm good. Like yeah, I just take this and it is what it is, right?
Normally I'd be jealous because like you know I want that, but hunters never get a good set. I think
it's
they deserve
weird.
it.
Yeah, they either get an insanely good set or they get like these like mid to mediocre sets, and usually it's the mid to mediocre sets. Helmet sucks. Yeah, the helmet's not that great. You're right about that. The Drakthir set is like, honestly, I think this looks really nice. Like especially in terms of like the dragon aesthetic and everything, it does look really nice. Let's see here. Then the druid set, like this was the only one that I think looked good, and like I don't know, like the fidelity of this set and like the quality of it, I feel like this set looks like it came out in Cataclysm. It just really doesn't look that good.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, like it's okay, but it's like not great. And it's like so weird because like if you even the Demon Hunter set is like, it's an interesting, weird type of set, and like maybe it'll look good with like other combos, because like again, the shoulders are so cool, because you can transmog just one shoulder, right? So you can use just that. And same with the helmet, it's just so long. The helmet's so long. But the DK one is just.
Man, I think DK's took the W here.
Bro, like,
I think they got the best set.
Like this is so good. Like I'm just gonna get this set. I don't even need to give a fuck, man. Like I feel like this is the new warrior set right here. Okay, guys. Yeah, this is it.
Holy shit, the warrior set's so pog, dude.
Yeah, dude, this is the new warrior set, guys. It's awesome, right?
That shit looks insane.
Holy fuck. What did you guys like the most? Which set did you guys like the most? The gloves are the only whack part? Yeah, the gloves are a little bit odd. You're right about that, but that's an easy swap. The DK. A lot of people are saying DK. Priest. People really like the Priest set. Okay. Shaman, DK, or Warlock. I think the Warlock set was amazing, too. I love the Warlock set. Look at the outdoor set. Okay. Let me see if I can find the rest of these. Dragonflight. Season 3. Weapons. Let's see if I can find this. They have images of them? Fuck. Patch notes. Druid customization. Mythic Plus. Amir or so. Maybe they show the weapons in the raid. Oh, this is the mount you get? Oh yeah, this is the one for killing Farak, right? I actually really like this. I think this mount looks awesome. The reason why I like it is because it's so unique. There's really nothing else in the game that looks like this. I'm pretty sure it's using the same model as that, Articuno-like store mount, kind of. But this is very unique. I like it a lot. Tier set bonuses. I was hoping that we could get some other weapons shown. Weapon models. How about this? List of crafted dragonflight weapons. Cache. Oh, I moused over it. I thought it was legendary. Okay. Small crafted gear nerf. Okay. And so, like, what do you, 10.2 outdoor set? 10.2 outdoor set. Oh, that looks really nice. Wow, that's for male armor?
That's nice, dog.
I love that. That's amazing. Holy shit, that's so good. Okay, well, where's the other ones? Yeah, Quan?
Peter Meyer, Echo, Victor, Echo. It's good to have you with us.
Okay, this is
Welcome to the station, Commander.
Oops. Let me go ahead and see if I can open the tab. Can I make it any bigger? Quality's kind of bad, but yeah. And Green Man armor? Yeah. Okay, next. Let's see this. This is leather. Dude, these are...
Permission granted. Block route for approach to landing pad 02.
This is incredible. What the fuck? Oh my god. I want to see the plate one now. Because I've seen every single one except for the plate one. Plate outdoor set. Okay, here we go. Nah, I think the leather one looks the best. But the plate one is okay.
I think the helm's cool.
Yeah, the helmet is definitely cool. Yeah, I just wish that, like, you know, it's like what you were saying before about, like, the washed out colors. I wish they were a little bit more vibrant, you know? Better than the Warrior set? Yeah, it is. It's very true. But at least I get the DK set, which is not my new set. Let's see here. The armor set.
Scan detected.
Trading post. We did that. Looks like Satyr. Yeah. What the hell? Wow, 10.2 weapons. Okay. 10.2 weapons. Wow. Okay, Andersil raid weapon models. Okay, here we go. And then we'll also look at the outdoor raids first. We'll go ahead and do that first. This is just for all the outdoor content, by the way. The axe looks nice. This is decent. Nothing too crazy. It's decent enough, though.
Landing gear deployed.
What'd you guys think? Look at the new Warrior Legendary. Oh, I've already seen it. Yeah, I mean, it's Farak's weapon. Yeah, I know what that is already. Let's see here. Here's the new mounts, the bow. Oh, looks pretty good, I'd say. Yeah, looks decent. And then there's the glaives. Glaives are okay. Not amazing, but they're okay. Dagger, little one, the cares, the mace. This is nice, I guess. This is, I guess, another mace, maybe like the caster mace. That's decent enough. Offhand. Oh, I really like this.
Clear to disembark. Enjoy your stay with us.
Wow. Yeah, it's a pine cone. Yeah, look at that. I don't think we've seen something like that before. That's great.
Incoming message.
I love it. Okay, polearm. That's a polearm?
What?
Bro, how much do you want to bet they're gonna make you hold it there?
100% they're gonna make you hold it at the fucking...
Bro, like at the hill. Yeah, like what is this? Like, oh my god, bro. Like,
and they
why?
keep doing it. They keep doing it.
They just, I don't know why. It's so stupid. This shield had better be massive. It's hard for me to tell how big it is. I feel like this is probably like a 7 out of 10 size shield, which is okay. The staff, this is decent. Sure, shield's nice. Yeah, the shield's nice. One-handed sword, this is okay. I feel like the quality on it's just like really kind of low. This is a two-handed sword. This reminds me of the that weapon in Demon Souls, the Dragon Bone Crusher. Kind of reminds me of that. It's okay. Like, this is an okay, but it depends on how big it is. I feel like this is going to be more of a chode of a sword. And then the wand. This is a cool wand. And yeah, I like the butterfly on it and everything. Like, yeah, this is really nice. And let's see what else we've got. All right, here are the raid weapons. Here we go. The axe. It's okay. I mean, it's just a nice looking axe, I'd say. This version looks great.
damn, I like that.
It's actually so crazy how big of a difference colors make. And like, that's why I think they should really try to stop doing these washed out sets, man.
Yep, I agree.
Let's see here, the bow. I have to see the front of it. It's weird how they show every version, every angle, but not the front. But yeah, this looks nice, I guess. It's not amazing, but it's okay. The gun, I really like the gun. I actually really kind of like it. I think this is really cool. This looks almost like it's a Scourge weapon, like you get it from Sanctum of Domination or something. Yeah, it looks like the, you know what it looks like? The Nightfall weapon in Remnant 2, kind of. No, I like this. Valorant gun? Yeah, it does look like something from that, yeah. Let's see here. Like, again, color. The color on this is just fucking good. I really hope that they can see kind of like the quality difference of like just better colors. The Warglaives, I think these are okay. I don't think that they're amazing, I just think they're okay. That looks really nice though. Oh, this one looks really nice too. I like this. This is great. Fist weapons. They've added items like this into the game before. I kind of like this. Yeah,
I really like it, actually.
Yeah, I do too. This is really good. Especially if they can move around just a little bit. Yeah, the TBC weapons. Yeah, the ones you get from Shadow Labyrinth. And Tarok in... I think Tarok dropped one of them. In TBC. Yeah, this is good. And Dagger... I just didn't really... I mean, who gives a fuck, right?
They really didn't even try.
They really just like, guys, look, we got a lot of stuff to bring out. We gotta talk about this new expansion. Like, it is what it is, right? Yeah, this is just not so good, right? This one's okay, the sickle. The mace. This looks like more of like a caster mace for sure. I kind of like this. I think it depends on how it's animated. Yeah, it depends on how it's animated. But, oh, this one looks really nice. It's almost like it's got the Bastion of Twilight feel to it, you know? That's good. Scuffed version of the Priest artifact? Yeah, a little bit. Here's the two-handed mace. Oh, wow. This looks nice. Okay. I want to see how big it is, though. That's the thing. It's like, yeah, you've got to see how big it is. Like, let's see, is there a dark one? A dark-colored one? No, there's not. This one looks okay. You know what? This weapon kind of reminds me... Again, this is like a Sanctum of Domination type style mace, right?
Yeah.
This looks like it came out of Shadowlands. Like, it looks good. I'm not saying it's bad, but it just looks okay, you know? It's not crazy. Jailer, the first one? Yeah, it's kind of like the Jailer's weapon or something like that. I don't know. This looks like almost like, you know, like the claw of, like the Kel'Thuzad weapon from like 80nax or like the Saffron weapon. Like, I don't know. I think it's just kind of stupid. Yeah. It's a corkscrew, is it? Yeah. Oh, yeah, I think actually it is. Yeah, wait, you hold it like that. What the fuck? What the fuck? Who's gonna use? Oh my god. Next. Ooh, that's nice.
Oh, dude, the polearm's sick, though.
That's cool. Holy shit, that's cool. Okay, let's see here. I think I like this one probably the best. Maybe this one. Oh, yeah, these are really, really nice. Yeah, pickaxe. Well, I mean, like, kind of, but it's also a scythe. I mean, I like this one a lot. This is good. The hilt is so short. I think that they need to make longer weapons. Just like in general, they need to make longer weapons. Like they did the sword in Aberrus, which is good, and we just need more of those. You can see where the handle is. Replacement's going to be so bad. Yeah. Let's see here. Shield. I feel like this shield is going to be too small. I don't know why. I'm just feeling like it's going to be like one of those kite shields. You know, it's not going to be a tower shield. I only really care about having tower shields. Do we have another shield version? Oh, this looks really cool. This is probably some sort of caster shield. But I do like this. This is cool. This looks almost like it's a fist weapon. Let's see here. It's a staff. Again, it just looks so much like the Sanctum of Domination staff. What the fuck? Yeah, this is so odd for like the theme of the raid. It's like a trident too. I really like the trident of it. Like we don't have a lot of those, you know. And there's this here. Okay. And this is a, what is this?
Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, I guess it's probably just a one-handed axe. That's okay too. Sword.
Clear of the station limits. We hope you have a safe journey.
What do you guys think? It's a dagger? Oh, you think it's a dagger? It's just a sword. I think it depends on the song.
3, 2, 1, engage.
Yeah, I actually kind of like this.
I like it a lot.
Yeah, that's really, really nice. This is cool. DK artifact? Yeah, kind of. This is awesome.
Man,
this is really cool, man. Yeah, holy
that is
shit.
a good looking sword.
That's a
right
nice
there.
weapon. What the fuck? Because like you can see how big the hilt is compared to like how you're gonna hold it. This is gonna be a big weapon. I love this.
God
Holy
damn,
shit!
look at that.
This is massive. Look at the guard on it. Yeah, this is
The
so.
yellow one.
Oh, let me see.
Paladin one.
Oh,
That's for
bro,
paladins,
what
dude.
the fuck? That is
That's
good.
for paladins.
Absolutely. Shitty stat though. It's got versatility. It doesn't matter. I'll just take it anyway. Let's see. Oh, this one's even better. Oh, this is the solid gold one.
I love this sword.
And then look at this. I really like the colors on this. Like, we don't
Very
see a lot of weapons like this. Yeah. Yeah, this is like a Shadow Flame weapon or something like that. This is so fucking badass. I bet somebody, dude, if you can come in with a transmog set that matches this weapon perfectly, you will probably get a top 5.
Yep. 100%.
Like, this is so fucking clean. Oh my god. I'm like just imagining. So what?
What'd you just say?
That you'll get a top 5.
For what?
If I do a transmog contest. Like this one here. Like, look at the green one. Yeah, the green one looks really good. All of these look amazing. Like, I would probably go with probably the red one, I would say. The red or the Shadow Flame one.
No way.
You don't think so?
Nah, I'm going the straight yellow.
The straight solid yellow. Like, I kind of think the yellow and red one looks even better because of the contrast.
Maybe.
Yeah.
It does look good. It does look good for sure.
The Warrior Ruthless set? Ooh, this actually would look insanely fucking good with the Ruthless Gladiator Elite set for Warriors. You're right. So, like, me and the 3 other people that still have that can use this weapon with it. Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, I got those shoulders.
Which ones?
Yeah, Ruthless Elite.
Oh, for Paladins. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was about to say, like, yeah. I wish that you could trade in and you could just fill out your sets. Like, if you had one piece of gear that was from the Elite set from those old seasons, you could just get every piece of gear from there. Every transmog appearance. Because, like, why not? Great idea. Yeah, like, I mean, you obviously earned it. Like, I don't think it should be fair because, like, for example, like, I don't have the full set for that because the full set that matched visually wasn't best in slot. So I have the DK offset items, but I don't want those. So why can't I? Yeah, I got the item level for it. I got the rating back then. That's how I have the gear. Like, why can't I just buy the rest of the set? It's so stupid.
I agree.
Yeah. The sword would look good with the Levian Elite set. I'd have to see that and compare it. Do you think there should be a way to get the old Elite sets now? I think that we are entering into a problem where there are too many FOMO items in the game. Like, just collectively. You think about, like, every season, there's a new Gladiator mount, there's oftentimes a new raid mount, and, like, you can get those, but they're, like, 1% from an old raid, so it's like, yeah, you know what I mean? It's like there's so many FOMO items. And then also, of course, yeah, I'll look at the legendary weapon. Have I shown it in game at all? Nah, fuck. Okay, well, I mean, we clearly see what it is, right? This is what the weapon is going to be? Oh, I guess I could probably just look it up. Yeah, you're right. Oh, it's not even on here.
Nope. Nobody has any idea what it's going to be like. Nobody. But I might have something for you.
Okay, what is it?
Give me a minute, okay?
All right. Oh, that could be it. Where'd you get that?
I can't reveal my sources.
Okay. Fairloth, the Dream Render. It's a two-handed weapon, and it's item level 496. That's 50 item levels above what we have now. Holy fuck. Wow. Okay. That's a lot. Let me see here. Every 20 seconds in combat grants you a stack of ever-burning flame, up to 20 stacks. Starting combat against worthy foes grants you 5 stacks of ever-burning flame. Using your major cooldown consumes all stacks, granting you strength per stack, and consuming 2% of your maximum health per second. The effect... What the fuck?
It's pretty dope, right?
That's nuts. Well, anyway, yeah, so I guess we don't know what it is yet. And, yeah. I mean, if it's 496, that's going to be crazy. Since we've got another hour or so, we'll watch the video of, like, everything that's coming out in the new raid. This came out, like, maybe a couple of hours ago, and so we'll see what they have to say. We'll watch the video of, like, everything that's coming out in the new raid.
Hey folks, this is Kalani. The Dragonflight story is taking a huge leap forward with the release of patch 10.2 Guardians of the Dream, which goes live on November 7th. We have so much new content coming our way, including a brand new zone in the Emerald Dream with 3 public events to take part in and a new faction to befriend and earn renown with. Season 3 of
I haven't maxed out my renown with a single faction in Dragonflight because I just don't give a shit. Like, eventually I'll do it, but I haven't done a single one.
Dragonflight introduces a new 9-boss raid with a special legendary axe, a whole new rotation of dungeons for Mythic Plus Keystones, PvP updates, and adjustments to how the gear upgrading system works. Then there are dragon riding updates, class reworks, balance and tuning changes, and more. So let's go through everything coming in patch 10.2 Guardians of the Dream.
Okay.
We're finally heading into the Emerald Dream. The new zone is a pocket of the dream that surrounds the blossoming world tree of Yggdrasil. It's almost...
I'm gonna say again, I'm actually very disappointed with the way that the Emerald Dream looks. I am. I feel like the Emerald Dream should have been Green Pan's Labyrinth. I think it should have been kind of scary. This just looks like, you know, 5 of the other zones of Val Shara and Legion. It's washed out, kind of boring.
It's time for the World Tree to cross over into the mortal realm, and we need to ensure it stays safe from the invading forces of Farak and the Druids of the Flame.
Yeah.
They don't just want to burn another World Tree down, they want to corrupt it, twist it, and use it for their own machinations. Sure. Who knows what the primal incarnate of fire could achieve with that kind of power? We'll need to rally our forces, push back Farak's army, and secure the heart of Yggdrasil. We're also going to have a new world boss to take on. You can find Orastar, the Hibernator, in the Emerald Dream Zone, and the Furbolg Wild God.
Oh, you can see the shield there. See that? I told you it was a small shield. I fucking knew it.
Is not happy that his usual sleep schedule has been upended. If you can survive his sleep-deprived onslaught, you'll earn a chance at some shiny new gear rewards.
Great. New public events.
There are 3 new public events to take part in, and they feed into each other. It starts with the Super Bloom event. Escort a wandering ancient around the perimeter of the tree, fending off enemies and helping to promote growth in the area. The more you contribute, the better the resulting bloom will be, so you'll want everyone to pitch in to maximize your rewards. Completing the Super Bloom will activate...
I have to repeat myself about like the way I think this zone looks. I think this zone is so boring. I think that Valdrakken is kind of a boring zone too. But I think the Waking Shores, the Omaran Plains, and the Azure Span, all 3 of those zones are way better than this. This is a low T zone. This is an extra... That's the... Yes. Fucking exactly.
The Emerald Frenzy event, where one section of the dream goes into overdrive, spawning wave after wave of frenzied fauna and flora. The more you kill, the more materials and currencies you will get, so it's a big old-style farming event. These 2 events provide you with seeds and emerald dewdrops. You can plant the seeds in special patches of soil to start an emerald bounty event. Players can then contribute resources, including dewdrops, to increase the size of an emerald bounty, which will result in better rewards. There will also be plenty of rares to hunt down in the zone, which can reward you with various goodies, including gear, seeds for the emerald bounty, and other materials important for your progress in the zone.
There's a big part of me that thinks that they need to reimagine how they're doing rare spawns. Because rare spawns now are basically the same as they were in Timeless Isle, and that was like 10 years ago. Like, it's almost like they're dailies. You just go around and kill all these monsters, and then that's it. They're not, well, they're not rare, and I don't know what they can do. What was the last rare spawn you guys liked? It was like good. Wither Gem, that wasn't even a rare. Pound Fist, Warbringers, and Mists of Pandaria, they were cool. Fallen Charger and Shadowlands. I kind of like, yeah, you're right. You know what? The Fallen Charger and Shadowlands is pretty good. Yeah, I actually kind of like that one. I don't know, I just think that, like, it's almost like they just put these mobs in the game just for you to, just to give you something to do. Fallen Charger was so annoying to get. Oh, I got it. I love that mount.
A new zone also brings us a new faction to earn favor with. The Dream Wardens are the resident protectors of the Dream. They'll need our help to fight back against the invading forces and return the Dream to its once tranquil state. Progressing through the Renown track will unlock new ways to interact with the Emerald Dream Zone, like getting different seeds or special abilities for the public event. There are various gear rewards, you can earn crests and flight stones, as well as plenty of cosmetics like mounts, dragon riding customizations, and pets.
Okay,
it's not just story content. Patch 10.2 brings us into Season 3 of Dragonflight with all new content and rewards, starting with a new 9-boss raid.
This is going to sound like this is going to be more of like my like boomer takes with like raids, and so I want to talk about it a little bit. So,
it's not just story content.
I think it's kind of weird that like the NPCs are just sitting there at the beginning of the raid tier. Like there's like Ysera's daughter, I forgot her fucking name, and then Tyrande. Like, I feel like this is like, it's like they're welcoming me to Chuck E. Cheese, but Chuck E. Cheese is like full of lava. It's like a picnic, yeah, I don't know. Like, you remember back whenever you go to Molten Core, and like, I don't know, I feel like it was like a real raid, you know? Like, it was a big deal, like you go to Molten Core. It's really not that bad. I mean, it's not that bad. It's not like I hate the game because of it, but it's just the aesthetic, right? It's just the aesthetic. Or Tomb of Sargeras. Yeah, Tomb of Sargeras is kind of the same way, right? Like, Illidan was there. But, like, somehow it wasn't as bad. So ICC did it, though? Yeah, but ICC, it was like... Yeah, I kind of made an exception for that because it was, like, the first time they had really done that. Like, in a serious way, it kind of made sense. But, like, now I feel like it's always like this.
Patch 10.2 brings us into Season 3 of Dragonflight with all new content and rewards, starting with a new 9-boss raid, Amirdrasil, the Dream's Hope. The Primal Incarnate of Fire, Farak, seeks to corrupt the heart of...
Wait, Ulduar? If it works, why change it? Ulduar was like that? Yeah, I mean, Ulduar had like a couple of NPCs there, but like ICC, it was like, there's like 50 fucking people there, right? It's a totally different thing.
this new world tree and claim its power for himself. Will need to push through various defenses of the Dream and conquer Farak's invading fiery forces to clear a way to the Primal Incarnate himself. Stopping Farak is the only way to prevent him from bathing the world in flames.
That's bad.
There's another legendary weapon waiting at the end of this raid. If you can take down the Primal Incarnate, you may just walk away with his legendary two-handed axe, Firelath the Dream Render. That's going to be a fantastic addition to any strength user's weapon.
Look how he holds it, bro. Okay, let's talk about this. This is a problem Blizzard's had for a while. So we keep having... This is another low T moment. It is. Why are you holding it there? You should be holding it right here. Not this. This is what it should be. I don't fucking get this. Weight distribution? Who the fuck can carry this? You realize if somebody was carrying something like this, a solid metal thing, this would be like 150 pounds? Nobody's gonna carry this. Are you fucking kidding me? I don't care about, oh, well, look how much strength my character has. He's got like 3,000 strength. Like, he should be able to hold the bottom of it. What the fuck? I'm so sick of this shit. It's so dumb. He's wearing boulders on his shoulder, but he can't hold the axe at the bottom? Get the fuck out of here. He should be holding it at the bottom because it looks cooler. This is so dumb. It makes me mad. I don't know what the hell they're thinking.
As for the Mythic Plus system, Season 3 will bring a whole new rotation of dungeons to explore. We'll be delving back into Waycrest Manor.
What are they adding? Waycrest Manor. The Tides. Oh, that's going to be interesting.
Tal Dazar, Darkheart Thicket, Blackrook Hold, the Throne of the Tides, and the Everbloom dungeons. The two wings of the Dawn of the Infinite Mega Dungeon also join the roster to give us 8 different Mythic Plus dungeons to master. We also have updates for the new PvP season. PvP gear...
I think it's kind of crazy. It's like kind of very telling, in my opinion, of like how over-designed dungeons are. Like, do you remember how easy Shadow Moon Burial Grounds was? And like that expansion just came out like in Warlords of Draenor. It's not like it's a classic dungeon or whatever. I feel like the amount of shit you have to do in Mythic Dungeons is like way too high. Like the amount of like mechanics and spells the mobs cast. Like it's just too much, man.
And progression will now use the Flight Stones and Crests upgrading system, so that's in line with every other endgame content type. There's also a new brawl called Battleground Blitz. It's a solo queue battleground brawl with smaller teams and a faster pace.
Yeah,
and of course, the new season brings us all new tier sets and bonuses to change up how your class or spec works, provide additional effects to certain talents or passives.
A lot of people say like, oh, you're just bad, get good. Well, like what happens whenever most players are bad? If like the majority of the players are bad or below average, why do you keep making content for like the 1% of players? Like, I think this is dumb.
And gives you several new awesome transmog sets to collect. A very important change regarding tier sets is that the Revival Catalyst timeline has been adjusted quite dramatically. The Season 3 Catalyst will be available in the very first week, giving you faster access to those important tier set pieces and bonuses. The Season Mastery achievement will also be returning, giving you access to a heroic item level tier piece of your choice for completing a major milestone achievement. You can clear the new raid on heroic mode, get up to 2000 Mythic Plus score, or reach Challenger 2 or above in rated PvP. In addition to that, the last boss of the Emir Drasil raid will also drop Omni tokens just like Sarkareth did in Season 2. With these 3 options combined, everyone will have more options for obtaining their new tier set in Season 3. Overall gear...
Yeah, I feel like tier sets are just something that you should kind of expect to have, you know?
progression will be changing as well. The fragments for crests have been removed, so you only have to worry about collecting and using the actual crests now, and your crests will be moved to the currency tab, saving you precious bag space. The heroic and myth upgrade tracks have been extended to allow you to upgrade your gear even further than before, and will have the option to trade up crests after you reach an appropriate item level.
Yeah, sure.
This cracks open the overall gearing potential of every player,
I remember this
and
one.
as a bonus quality
This is
of life
such a
edition,
cop.
if you have a cap on crests, completing additional content of the same level will automatically reward the next tier down of crests, so you can focus on playing the game.
Okay,
and then
I
the
think that's a good thing. Yeah, alright, that's fine. Stop making gear free. I mean, it's too late for that, man. And also, like, everybody says, like, when was gear not free? Like, at the beginning of Wrath, you just do Nax and you just get all the gear. Wow, so hard. Like, I don't know. I feel like, and like, even in like, Classic, everybody says, like, oh, well, that's when it was hard to get gear. Not really. I feel like everybody had really good gear in Classic. What do you mean? We're clearing Molten Core? What the fuck? Gatekeeper Andy, yeah.
Vault will also see some changes heading into the next season. You will only need 2, 4, and 7 boss kills to fill up the raid reward row, and then the dungeon row is becoming more accessible, with Heroic Dungeon, Mythic Zero Dungeon, and even Time Walking Dungeon runs all counting towards the dungeon reward row, so getting some loot from your weekly vault will be easier than ever before.
Great.
There are also plenty of dragon riding updates to look forward to. The Emerald Dream Zone will have new dragon glyphs for you to seek out and collect, and there are 3 new dragon riding talents to spend them on. Second Wind allows you to generate 1 vigor on demand, and you can have up to 3 charges. Wind's Respite causes Aerial Halt to now allow you to hover momentarily, so you can plan your next move without falling out of the sky, and Swift Skimming lets you benefit from ground skimming while Thriller of the Skies is active, giving you even more vigor regeneration.
Okay.
We'll have a new dragon riding Drake model, the Flourishing...
Oh, that looks really nice. I like it.
Whimsy Drake, which will obtain very early on in our Emerald Dream Adventures, and of course there are loads of new customization options to get your hands on for the new Fairy Dragon, as well as the other Drake models we've collected so far. The Dragon Riding Cup events are also expanding to include other continents, with Outland, Northrend, Pandaria, and the Broken Isles Cups events joining the roster, so we'll be able to race on almost any continent while these events are active.
Lovely.
And there's even a new achievement coming in 10.2 that allows you to use the old style of flying and all of your old flying mounts in the Dragon Isles. By completing the Dragonflight Pathfinder achievement, you'll be able to choose which flying style you want to use to get around the Dragon Isles.
I think this is a good thing overall. Personally, I like the old flying better than dragon riding because I can tab out while I'm doing it.
Patch 10.2 has several large class or specialization reworks as well. All 3 rogue specs will see significant changes to their talent trees with new passives and abilities to look forward to. Demon Hunters will also see large changes to their talent tree and how various spells and abilities interact with each other. And the last big rework is for Discipline Priest to make the spec more accessible and give it some shiny new tools. There are some big changes also coming for Druids, Monks, Shamans, and Demonology Warlocks, with smaller balance tuning changes for many other classes and specs as well.
Do you guys remember Ian said that they just didn't want people to play Demonology anymore? They're like, yeah, so we're just gonna make it bad so people don't play it.
Bro, that was
so
great.
funny.
When he said that shit, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's like, yeah, we
dude?
don't want you to play this anymore. This is a stupid spec, and like we don't know what we're doing, so we're just gonna make it bad. Stop doing it.
And then there are also new customization options for Blood Elves, new Moonkin Druid forms and appearances, user interface and quality of life updates, and so much more. With so much new content packed into this patch, there's something for everyone in Guardians of the Dream. But that's everything coming in patch 10.2, so that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, folks. Good luck and have fun, and as always, I will see you next time.
That was a pretty good video. It was fair. It was Blizzard. I guess Blizzard had Kalani make this video for them. It's really nice. Yeah, I'll link it to you guys. Like, am I right about this though? Where like
heading into the
this is like it's so low T. Like, dude, imagine, bro. Here's the reason why. Okay. Is that whenever Blizzard introduced this whole idea of the cosmology chart. And the light and the void and the good part of the void and the bad part of the light. I feel like in each of their purest forms, each of these different elements should be terrifying. Whether it's the light or the void or like growth or anything like that. And I just feel like the Emerald Dream, again, it should have been the green Pan's Labyrinth zone. Totally weird fucking mobs, like creepy creatures, like massive like weird growths in places. Yeah, it's to accommodate. Yeah, it's... I just feel like it's too safe, man. It's too fucking safe. Low test EOT, yeah, it is. It's low T, man. Ardenweald looked better. Ardenweald was fucking amazing. I loved Ardenweald. And so, yeah, this is just like, come on, guys. Like, let's do something a little bit more exciting. Uncontrolled and rapid evolution. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's what the Emerald Nightmare is for, though? Well, that's not the Emerald Nightmare, though. The Emerald Nightmare was corrupted by Xavius. That's a totally different thing. Like, yeah, no, absolutely not. Like Gorgrond? Yeah, Gorgrond was really nice. I liked Gorgrond. Everbloom was like this? Yeah, Everbloom was kind of like that. New World made a better Emerald Dream Zone with their new zone. They did, yeah. I feel like, yeah, the new zone in New World looked kind of like how I would have wanted the Emerald Dream to look, but even more than that. Yeah, I don't know. I still think it's not like, it's not scary enough, you know? It's not green enough? Yeah, maybe not. I'd have to look at it again more. The new worlds and zones feel overly designed. I get they're trying to make the zone for players, but I can't feel that way because the world practically won't let me. I just wish that, like theoretically, this is gonna sound like, again, this is just like all like just me talking about like what I wish the game was like. I wish that there were no borders in the zone.
Take part in, and they
like, let me
feed
show you guys.
into each other. Event
is it like pause?
By one section
yeah,
of
like
the
this, right? This looks like every single other zone in the entire game. It does. It looks like every single other zone. I think it should have been like just a vast, like there shouldn't have been an end of the zone. Something like a weird like tentacle. If you got too far off the map, weird tentacles and things should have come out and tried to kill you. Do you remember back like in Eye of Ashara? Whenever you would go into the water and you'd get killed by the shark. That's what it should have been like. Like in BFA, yeah. And it would have felt like it was this endless growth. Consumed by the ground. Yeah, exactly. Like they just slowly pull you down farther and farther and farther until you get like pulled into the dirt and it just kills your character. Yeah, I would love that. And yeah, it's just gotta be something like that's more... I don't know, I just feel like personally I'm so disappointed that the Emerald Dream Zone just looks like the exact rest of the entire game. There's nothing that's like unique or special about this zone. It's supposed to. I understand that it's supposed to, but you're actually wrong. So what you're saying is that the Emerald Dream is supposed to mirror the real Azeroth, but it doesn't even do that. It's just a shittier new zone. So like your argument is stupid and it's not even accurate even if you assume what you're saying is true. So glad you've already exported all. I mean, you look at the map, that's what it's going to be, man. Same as Zereth Mortis was the same, not interesting. I'm going to be honest. I think Zereth Mortis was way more interesting than this. I did. I liked Zereth Mortis as a zone. It was cool. Now, was it as cool as it could have been? No. But it was cool. It had new shit. Yeah, it was actually good. And I never got in the WoW, the restart version and classic version. Don't know what the difference is functionally. So in retail WoW, there are 17 mechanics, and in classic WoW, there's 1.5. That's basically where it's at.
That's a ship, bitch!
Oh.
And now! He's dead.
Wow, that was fast.
I'm dead. Hello my friends and welcome back to Elite Dangerous Odyssey. Meet my Devastator. I actually had it named the Destroyer before, but I think Devastator sounds a little bit cooler. So I'm gonna put cannons on this, all cannons, and see how much damage they can really do. Before I jump into the action, I'm gonna show you that I have two sets of these cannons. One of them are for the long range. They are all long range, and the main reason for that is the shot speed. As you can see, it gives significant boost to the shot speed. I can't even see it on this one. Oh, it shows only the modded stats. Let's see. Shot speed on a normal one is 750 meters per second. That's slower than an actual ship. So yeah, you can literally outrun this. But on this one, 1500, so it's almost twice the speed, and on a cannon it's very important because it's very difficult hitting anything. The range, almost 9 kilometers. That's probably not gonna matter because there is no way you can hit anything beyond like 3 kilometers. That's just not happening, guys. Maybe if they're sitting still, but otherwise it's not gonna happen. So anyway, I'm going to use the maximum damage version on this video. As you can see, the short range blaster, the damage I think increases 75%. Yeah, 75 is the maximum, and then the oversized experimental mod that also gives 3.5% or something like this. So I also have the class 3 overcharged with the oversized. The difference between the overcharged and the short range blaster is obviously that the short range does a little bit more damage, but also the range goes down by 50%. The reason why I have the short range only on the big ones is because the big cannons have a higher range by default. But anyway, that's why I have these two are short range blasters and everything else is overcharged weapon. Overcharged gives 70% boost, the maximum boost to the damage, and short range blaster gives 75%, so it's a little bit more. I have two sets of them. One of them are overcharged slash short range blasters, and the other ones are long range weapons for the shot speed. And on this video I'm gonna use the overcharged weapons for maximum damage. So let's go and pop some enemies. What are you doing, sniffing my cannons? What the fuck, man? These are bigger than a tank cannon, holy shit, man.
Should fire him, shoot him.
Oh, this guy wants to get some, okay. Holy shit! Why is he circling? Get off me, you fucking stupid ship, man. What is this? What is it doing? You wanna fight? I think it wants to fight. Okay, shoot it and I'll do it. See what happens. Hit it! Look Look at the shield. Holy shit, dude. Damn, these things are strong. Well, here comes Hades. Wait, where are my guns? What the fuck? Okay, I'm ready. Shoot it.
Who?
The one I'm targeting. The Hades, for fuck's sake. There you go.
Oh.
Now someone else shoot it. Fuck it, I'll shoot it.
Things were still loading in. We got it.
Oh yeah, look at that. Something is burning. What's going on, man? Oh my god, look at the damage I did. Jesus Christ.
Oops, I kissed it.
Take that, you piece of shit.
Nice.
Or you wanna kill it? You ready?
Where?
Fuck it. You're too slow, man.
Sorrow?
Can you shoot it?
Yeah.
There you go, it's already dead. Is that yours that does this? Okay, you rammed it. Christ, motherfucker! You're dead,
fast.
buddy.
That was really fast.
Look at this horde of ships in there. What's going on? Oh my god. Explosives, everything. What's happening in there? Something red? What's going on?
I'm gonna be there.
There's a bite. No, wait, there's a bite. Let's see if he's wanted. No, he's... Oh my god, there's like, look, there's like 10 ships chasing. What is going on?
Holy crap. What the...
I've never seen that before. Let's take that one. That's Scott Brown. Let's take that one off. Let's get him off the list. Scott Brown, see? Look, he's right below you, behind you now.
Lumaya, Echo Victor Echo. This is Federal Flight Control. Welcome, Commander.
He's under me now. I got his sheets already off. Where is he?
He's around. He's circling around.
Yeah, get him.
Really fast.
Stay right there, motherfucker. I can't hit him from here. Oh yeah, that welding effect is so cool.
Approved for access. Proceed to landing pad 07.
Ah, I missed again. Fuck. I can't fight it. It's like, what is? Oh my god. Where are you going, you little shit? Oh, I got it. Boom, motherfucker. Well, the federal assault ships are disappearing. Look at that.
4,000 meters from touchdown.
Oh, it's gonna crawl up his ass. What's up, motherfucker? Oh, it's running.
Landing gear deployed. A piece of that.
And it's done. It's still shooting at me. Go away. Where was it? Yeah, that. You already shot it?
Oh yeah.
Holy shit! I hit a direct hit on it. Jesus Christ.
Is he in a thing?
Yeah, you're getting attacked? Let's get the Chris Wild. And then we get that little shit that is attacking it.
When Olympus is picking things up. High density composite.
I missed. No, I didn't actually. For fuck's sake.
He's dead.
Yep, you're damn right he's dead. There's one more somewhere. There's one more.
I'm getting big stuff like 500,000 rewards and 300,000.
Yeah, kill this one. He's shooting.
They're so easy to light.
Docking confirmed. Securing ship. Enjoy your stay, Commander.
He got hit really hard. Oh, he's running.
He's so far away.
Oh, he's running away. Ah, fuck it. Let him go. I don't care.
No.
Oh my god, that was close. I'm gonna make him disappear. You wanna see a magic trick? 3, 2, 1. Disappear, motherfucker. Oh no. He has the jamming thing. Shit. God damn it. That didn't work. What is it doing? What are you doing, man? Shoot it. Yep, see you later. See, told you, magic trick. It's gone. Hit it, hit it. Ah, it's jamming me, you motherfucker.
Ooh!
Did you just give it the fist bump?
I just pushed myself into a viewport, man.
Oh, hi there, mister. Oh yeah, look at the cannons go, man. Absolutely annihilated. Dude, your limpet just went up its ass, I swear.
Incoming message.
Out of the way, beep beep! Oh, I went right through it! What? Dude! That's not fair!
Whoa, my carrier is so close. Oh no, it's not. It's 4,000.
How is that possible? I went right through that guy. There you go. That was lame.
I'm sending my carrier over here.
I kill this bite. Come on, take it. Eat my cannons. I killed the power plant almost instantly. Surprise, motherfucker. Shields down. And dead. Surprise! Look how fast I took the shield off! It's trying to boost into me. I don't know where it went, it just flew away.
I got him. No, I got him. Whenever you see all that noise going on there.
I got it. Look at this. I'm gonna wear his cockpit as my hat. What? Shh, nice and quiet, nice and quiet. And now! He's dead.
Oh, that was nice. Junior! Oh, Junior!
Oh my god, dude, that is so confusing, that stuff. Holy shit, you're right in front of me, dude.
No,
He's jamming my guns. Ow, dude!
Sorry. Did I do damage to you?
Ah, shit, it's jamming again.
Oh!
Nowhere near that shit. That one is a slippery like soap, man. Where is it going? Come here, you shit. I need to reverse.
We're gonna kill each other before we get to that.
I got a full hit on it. Oh no, it's lagging. What the fuck?
6%.
Oh my god, it's good. It's running away. Oh no, surge detected. Oh no, you don't. Shit. Get it. Oh yeah, I got it. Right in the back.
There we go.
Jesus, that's a slippery one. We both got it. Don't you know that?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm shooting it.
Go.
Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, it's jamming me again.
Yeah. Jammed.
You are clear of the port. Stay safe, Commander.
4, 3, 2, but I got a lot of tires.
The other one is shooting me in the back. Ow. And you flew into my back.
Sorry. Yep, the arm.
Look at this little fly. Come here. Boom, motherfucker.
Damn, dude. One shot.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm like, whoa. That was fast, man. That's a lot of power, man.
Oh, it's shooting at me. There it is. Yep, I hit it again. Full hit. Wait, not yet, not yet.
That's not me. They're attacking someone else.
Yeah, let's take the last one. Oh shit.
That heavy right there, that's what I was just...
Okay, target the one I'm targeting. I'm about to shoot it right in the pooper.
Okay.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, sorry.
Ow! Well, this one is almost dead. There we go, it's dead. Next one. Where is next one? That one. Ah, it's jammy jam. You're kind of shooting me.
I know we're a little too close.
Don't shoot when it's jamming. There's no point. Oh my god, this is so much damage. Where's the third one? Look, it still haven't noticed that his teammates are taken out, man.
Where is?
Look, it's right there, yeah. Jesus Christ, these cannons, man. Oh my gosh.
If you shoot me, I don't care.
Oh, I think you would care. Oh my god, ship!
Right.
That's a ship, bitch!
Sanders ate us all, dude.
We made a ship witch. Ready? Motherfuckers, yep. Let's go.
Let's go!
It's already dead. Too late.
No, I got like tons of hits on it, dude.
Did you hit it?
Oh yeah, hold on.
Yeah, you can shoot it. Yeah, shoot it. Hello there, buddy. It's done. It's still shooting it. Okay, it's done.
Oh, scared the crap out of you.
Good thing I stopped. Ready?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, it's jamming again. Come on.
So you get really close.
Jesus Christ.
Kudamaya, Echo, Victor, Echo. Welcome to the station, Commander. Please fly safely.
Where's it going from here?
Access
Oh,
granted.
ouch, dude.
Proceed to Bay
What the
17.
fuck?
Each other.
Yeah, look, he's getting away with it. And he's jamming again.
It's like lots of jamming. Constant. He's so
I got the shot
agile.
Not anymore. Oh, fucking jam again, really?
Damn, thermal attack. They never hit me though, like they never bring the shields down.
Okay, time to say bye-bye, Mr. Ferdinand. Oh, Jesus Christ! God damn!
I almost cut you off.
You did? I was about to shoot it right in the face.
Heading is A-OK, Commander. You're all clear.
He's so fast. Holy shit.
Okay, I'm out of ammo, like I only have 2 shots left to finish this.
Oh shit, I'm out of ammo.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
I don't have much ammo at all.
Well, I can try to land. You can try. Damn, those 30 lances. Oh my god, dude. What's it? Those 30 lances are insane.
I can't kill it, man. I only have like 20 shots left or something.
Last starfighters and last ammo. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, I have no ammo. I have like two cannons only. That's it.
Okay, here we go. Oh.
Docking complete. Perform landing checklist. It's good to have you with us, Commander.
Yeah, he got me with the thermal attack, and I'm like 160% damage, 170. Holy shit, 200 damage. 200 heat. So 200.
For fuck's sake, this jamming is so annoying.
I actually went to thermal. I went to silent running like an idiot.
Oh my god, man.
I didn't even know it was silent running like a fucking retard. Okay.
It keeps ramming me though, I don't know why.
You're gonna have a harder time hitting that.
Yeah, I only have 2 cannons that have ammo, so.
I gotta drop the tier 2.
It's almost dead. I don't think they can get it. 7 shots left.
My shields are recharging. I'm gonna get my shields. I don't know why I pushed silent running by accident. I need to change that hotkey. 7%, you got it.
It killed itself on me. I had 4 rounds left in 1 cannon, holy shit.
Maybe 6-7 hours in Pyro so far. I've been doing live streams and stuff, and the vibe in Pyro is very different to Stanton, the place you're used to playing in Star Citizen. The size of it, for a start, is like way different to Stanton, so it's not scientific, but roughly this is the area of Pyro you're allowed to play in the technical preview. But this is the size of Stanton, like distance wise. To get from here to here is about ArcCorp to Microtech, I think, roughly.
So
Oh man, what fun if early lands build will I construct on this day? So many possibilities. Perhaps I will try a bi-weave shield.
Okay.
But not for me!
Ready? Go!
Baba Booey. 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 Baba Booey.
I like it, cut G.
Burn out your modules, bro. I'm waiting for your modules to just burn out.
Well, it'll take a lot longer than that, my friend. And that's game. Oh, what? No! How much hold do you have on that thing? Holy shit! Well, there it is.
Bro, what the fuck is that mama, bro? Holy fuck!
Come close, we said that crazy shit out of you.
Gabe, watch Rui stream.
I am.
Are you ready for this?
Beat the shit out of you from this distance. Well,
Gabe,
alright,
I
what was the
like
guy to drop?
order.
What was the guy to drop?
I'm dropping. Oh, it's too late.
Oops.
Yeah, you know what? I'll host the instance. Perfect. I love that idea.
No.
Alright.
Oh yeah, it's a Mamba. Not just any Mamba.
This is an FTO, but not a... This is an FTO, but more than at least 2 boosters. But
Here,
not
Gabe, I'll show you the stats.
Alright, fight.
Alright. Oh, who's that?
Pass and go.
Here.
Pass
Okay,
and go.
No, I'm just watching.
Alright.
Commencing autism.
The boost, baby.
Here it comes. Oh, he's evading the fucking ram. That's a
No, what? You can't do that.
You're not allowed to do that. Oh. Oh.
Thanks, Fallout 4. I'm gonna show you how this goes. Where you?
Oh, stop. He's gonna play.
Okay, I'll stop it.
Let's go!
You might trade if you ram him again, dude.
Yeah, you gotta hit him again. Hold on. Oh no. No, you can't do that. It's illegal. You're fucking stopping history right now, Jasmine. What are you doing? Hold on. Oh no. No, you can't do that. It's illegal.
I'm gonna show you how this goes. Where you?
Oh, stop. He's gonna play.
Okay, I'll stop it.
Let's go!
You might trade if you ram him again, dude.
Yeah, you gotta hit him again. Hold on. Oh no. No, you can't do that. It's illegal. You're fucking stopping history right now, Jasmine. What are you doing?
A completely negative review of Starfield. Uh-oh, here we go.
I like Bethesda RPGs. The first one I tried was Oblivion, and after Oblivion I tried Morrowind, which continues to be till this day one of my favorite games of all time.
I never played Morrowind.
I think it's the best one that Bethesda has made in that style, and I have continued to enjoy Bethesda RPGs since that point. I like Fallout 3, I like Fallout New Vegas, and I even like Skyrim. Even though in all of those games I had complaints, like a lot of complaints, they're still fun, they're strangely hypnotic. Even Fallout 4, which I didn't like, still drew me in for a long period of time before I realized, oh, I hate this game. The Bethesda RPG formula is so powerful that it took dozens of hours of playing Fallout 4 before you realized, oh, I don't like this is bad.
I remember I had that happen with a number of games. One of them, I was actually thousands of hours into the game and I started to realize that. It's kind of an interesting realization.
That's why people that are defenders of Bethesda games whenever you criticize it and you say, well, I played for 10 hours or 20 hours and I didn't like it, didn't draw me in, didn't like this, didn't like that, they'll be like, oh, 10 hours, 20 hours, that's nothing.
Yeah.
The game just started. You can't judge on a Bethesda RPG game with only 10 hours of gameplay under your belt. No, that's ridiculous. It sounds silly to say, but they have a point. So to quiet some of those critics, let me inform you that my game time is about 100 hours now. In that playtime, I finished the main story and all
Oh, bro, he had to go through all that fucking shit? Oh, God. He had to play the main... Oh, Jesus. The main story. God, man, this guy really went through the ringer for this fucking video.
Major faction quests, and started the game over several times, picking different skills to focus on each time. And my conclusion after doing that is that it's much of what I expected from a Bethesda RPG. And I think it's a lot better than Fallout 4, which is the only one of these games I didn't really like at all. So I had a lot of fun with it. You don't play a game for 100 hours and not enjoy yourself. But I have a lot of complaints. I have a lot of...
I've played games for 100 hours and been pissed off the whole time, many times. Like, yeah, I think that's like the norm for me. I've played Starfield. Let me show you guys. My Starfield playtime is 56 hours. So I played a good amount of time. Not a whole lot, but I played a little bit. Not as much as him. But I have in general enjoyed my time playing the game. That's the reason, is I've enjoyed my time playing the game for the most part. That's it, because all I do is I run around and I shoot people.
Complaints. And that's what this video is going to focus on. If you're looking for a comprehensive review that's weighing positive and negatives, you should go look elsewhere. Because I like to stick to doing the things I do well. And that's complaining. I'm very good at complaining.
Okay.
In all
Let's go.
Bethesda RPGs, the worst version of the game is the version you buy at release.
I've heard about that. That apparently Bethesda does such a bad job at maintaining their own games that the community doesn't want them to update their own games because it might break some of the mods that have already fixed the problems that the updates are supposed to fix. They're like, please, just leave it alone. Stop. No, we don't want a 1.1, 1.10. No. Just here. We fixed it. It's fine. Just stay away.
Starfield seems to have a bunch of planned DLC already.
Oh, good.
And they've announced that there are going to be major patches to the game as it goes forward.
Thank God.
And so complaining is a good thing because it helps inform them on what needs attention. And universally agreed upon problems could be rectified in one of those patches or as a part of one of the major DLCs.
Yeah, sure.
Problem 1 with Starfield is the build and weapon variety for anything other than a ballistics playthrough. The weapon variety for laser weapons suck. The weapon variety for particle weapons also sucks.
You mean there's weapons besides ballistic weapons? Oh, I guess there's laser weapons, but they're the exact same, though. It's just a laser instead of a bullet. Like, it plays the exact same. It's not like there's actually a functional difference between the two, right? I think it's the same.
And the melee weapons have it worse than anybody. Now,
melee in Starfield really sucks dick.
Talked about the laser weapons in my last
sucks
video,
dick.
but the problem was a lot worse than I realized since that. To recap the complaint in that video, there are only 3 laser weapons in the entire game: the Solstice, the Equinox, and the Orion. Now you could bump that up to 5 if you include the Cutter and the Arc Welder. Now I'm not sure you should include them, but
I wouldn't.
Whatever, let's include them for the sake of argument. That's 5 total at most. With the overwhelming majority that you're going to see at any given time is the first 3.
Yeah.
Now out of those 5, the Arc Welder, the Orion, and the Equinox all use the same type of ammo. They're all competing for the same resource. The Solstice, on the other hand, uses a different type of ammo, and it's the only gun in the game that uses that ammo type.
I feel like there's a lot of ammunition in Starfield that doesn't really need to be there. Like, one time I scrolled through my ammunition tab, and I realized that I think there's more types of ammunition than guns. What the fuck?
Which is something that doesn't happen to any other weapon in the game. It doesn't make any sense. The laser weapons are obviously neglected. when you look at the scope and variety of the ballistic weapon category and compare it to any other weapon category, you see how big the disparity is. I suspect that there's a good reason for this. I think that Bethesda is going to retroactively add a bunch of mid to low tier laser weapons in one of their DLC updates. I'm betting in the first one that they release.
Why don't we have a laser sword? Were you fucking kidding me? Are you telling me that we don't have a Halo 2 energy sword? Why the fuck not? Every melee weapon I get, it's like you can either get one of these or you get one of these. And it's like you're gonna hit somebody, it's like... doesn't do shit. Meanwhile, I have my fucking sniper rifle that crits for 3.5k with no buffs. It's a waste of fucking time.
Scattered space, that will be about House Varun. It'll add more mid, low, and high tier laser weapons. Maybe even some particle weapons. And then they'll do something similar to melee weapons in a subsequent update. We will talk about the melee...
Bro, how do you miss that? Like, not him, but like, how does this miss?
They'll do something similar...
Like, watch. Whoa, wait. Let's see the shot. Hitboxes are so far... No, it's not even this one, it's the next one. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Is this a joke?
Talk about the melee weapons as well, because they got it even worse. But first, let me respond to some of the rebuttals I got to my last video discussing this issue.
Uh-oh.
One of the common
oh, yeah, this is where the Starfield defenders come in.
Comments that I got was something like, oh, that just happened to you. You know, you just didn't play for long enough. I got tons of cool...
The beauty of Starfield is that it is so vast, and two random people can have two very different experiences. I saw nothing but laser weapons. I'm just trying to read through him so I can understand, like, what his capitalization logic is, right? And, like, what his spacing logic is. Because, like, sometimes you have, like 2 or 3 spaces, like, right here. But, like, most of the other times there's not 2 or 3 spaces. But, like, Starfield's capitalized. I isn't capitalized. I don't know. I was just curious, right? I was thinking about it. Anyway, I saw nothing but laser weapons, laser sniper rifles, laser pistol, etc., and I never used them. I just give the best laser weapons to Andreja and forget about the rest.
Laser weapons.
Mobile commenter?
So many different laser weapons and many different varieties. And so I'll respond to that criticism here. You did not find a bunch of laser weapons.
You found the same laser weapon a bunch of times.
You didn't. Nobody did. What you found was different varieties of the same 3 laser weapons.
True. So true. Fucking obviously. It's actually crazy how some of these people just have literally no fucking idea what they're talking about, you know? I mean, obviously, yeah, it's like, I mean, I'm not a fucking... But you think I'm a wizard because I fucking figured out what he's gonna say? It's common sense. And yeah, there's a laser sniper rifle. And you know what the chances of getting that is? I played for 50 hours and all I do is combat, and I found 1. Now, it was a really good one. I use it now all the time, which is really cool. But I've only found 1.
You found Equinoxes, Solstices, and Orions with different weapon mods or perks on the weapons.
There.
You found legendary versions of those weapons, and that's all you found. Because that's all that's in the game. I also...
Bro, watch this.
And that's all you found.
Watch. This game is so good.
Because that's all that's in the game. I also got...
What the fuck is this? I don't understand. How does this happen? It just works? I just didn't...
Comments saying, nah, man, I found better weapons down the line, you know, those Veyroon weapons.
Yeah.
And those are not laser weapons, those are particle weapons.
You want to know the real problem with this game? I'll tell you one of the problems is that every fucking gun is the same because there are no ballistics in the game. The only ballistics that exist is with the heavy guns, and even they have almost no ballistics whatsoever. Almost every single gun is effectively hit scan, It happens instantaneously, so it doesn't matter whether it's a laser rifle or a gun. Like, for example, let's use another game called Apex Legends. Let's look at the 2 sniper rifles. We're going to exclude the Kraber, okay? Let's look at the longbow and the triple take, okay? The longbow does more damage, and it has a drop-off, whereas the triple take does lower damage, unless you have the choke, and it has almost no drop-off. It has maybe a very, very small amount, right? Triple take's not a sniper? I thought it was. Basically kind of, I don't know, I use it a lot as a sniper. Either way, right, a lot of the laser weapons had almost no ballistics. So there is a difference between these 2 weapons. Yeah, it is, yeah, I thought I was taking fucking crazy pills. Yeah, triple take was a fucking sniper. I remember you could get like the choke on it and it would do like 100 damage if you like headshot somebody with it. Yeah, it was insane. So, yeah, this is the problem. It's because every gun is the same, whether it's shooting a blue bullet or a black bullet or like a bronze bullet. It doesn't matter, really, does it? Because it's all the same. Apex Ballistics is so good. They want the 1-hit scan weapons, the charge rifle. Well, I think the game with the best ballistics that were meaningful was PUBG. I think PUBG ballistics are, to this day, unmatched. And I actually think that it made the game way better. I never played Tarkov. Never played Tarkov. I cannot comment on that. I did play Tarkov. I played it once. I killed a guy. He shot me. I ran away. I bled out, and I died, and I quit the game. I bought the $150 version of the game, too. So, yeah. I was watching Summit play it, and I was like, oh, fuck, I might as well try this again. And so, yeah, that was about it. I saw they had, like, a Bitcoin farmer in the game, and I said, all right, that's enough. And so, maybe one day I'll play it again. Either way, I have to say that PUBG's ballistics made the game. Do you remember those shots that, like, Dr. Disrespect would take? Where he just, like, aimed the gun up, and there'd be, like, some guy who's, like, literally smaller than my mouse on the screen right now, and he'd just shoot them, and, like, about every 3 months, he'd post a clip of it hitting him. The legendary shots? Yes, exactly. Shroud would take these, like, everybody would take these, right? It was so good. And the problem with Starfield is that there is no ballistics. Like, anytime I see an enemy really far away, I, like, instinctively, I'm like, okay, aim, like, you know, 1 head above them, right? No. You just aim at their head. Well, you aim at their head and then this happens.
Weapons. And those are not laser weapons, those are particle weapons.
Oh, wait a second.
Nah, man. Because that's all that's in the game.
This is what happens.
I also...
That's really impressive. What do you mean by ballistics? Ballistics is like this. Pretty simple idea. You shoot the bullet. Uzi, M16, and what's a sniper, a short sniper name? Fucking, I don't know, like, what's a, M2? Yeah, M2. Let's just actually do AWP, yeah, of course. Okay, so M16 is gonna go like this. AWP is gonna go like this. And Uzi is going to go like this. So, what this does is it creates a metagame of, like, how bullets will react to your individual combat situation. And this is in real life, too. Like, snipers in real life, legitimately, if you're making a very, very long distance shot, my understanding is that they have to some degree, account for the curvature of the Earth. This is real fucking science. So yes, I think it's very interesting in games whenever they have this. It might be annoying. Well, wind is obvious, right? Wind, effects, like everything else is obvious, but like, it goes to the extent of the curvature of the Earth.
Got comments saying, nah, man, I found better weapons down the line, you know, those Veyroon weapons. And those are not laser weapons, those are particle weapons. But just to emphasize the point I'm trying to make, let's count them. Let's include all of them, because after all, there's some logic to saying that that's
what an absolute cock of a game, bro.
Let's include...
What a cock of a game. You see that? Are you fucking kidding me? Like, this is the, like, whenever I look at a game, I'm not thinking about the kind of weapons are in the game. This game can have one weapon for all I care. But it better fucking work. Jesus.
Include all of them, because after all, there's some logic to saying that that's the case. The laser weapon perk that you can get does affect the laser part of the damage of the particle weapons. Laser weapon
Again.
Perk that you can get does affect the laser part of the damage.
It's a low accuracy weapon. What's the accuracy on the Orion? That's the gun he's using. I think it's about 65%, something like that. 62%. It's 45. Mine's 77%. That's insane. You understand, like, a 70% chance not occurring 4 times in a row, like earlier, is like actually astronomically low probability. That's insane.
Of the particle weapons. So let's include them all together. There are 2 particle weapon pistols, 1 particle weapon shotgun, and 1 particle weapon rifle. So that's 4. If you put the laser weapon and the particle weapon category together, even if you include the cutter and the arc welder, that's still only 9 weapons total. 9. For ballistic weapons...
A problem like with Halo, for example, you have really cool guns with Halo. Like, you've got your BR, but you've also got your Needler. Like, the Needler is the coolest weapon from Halo. Regardless of how much damage it does, it is the coolest weapon from Halo. Starfield doesn't have a lot of those.
There's around 30. 3 times as many. There's a trend here.
Yeah, fuel
the
rod
ballistic
cannon,
weapon
Spartan
type
laser. Yeah.
has a lot of weapons with a lot of ammo types. There's a lot of options in it. And every other category is neglected. Especially the melee category. The melee building in Starfield is just awful.
Well, there isn't melee building. There's not. And if you look at what the melee talents are, they're really bad. Like, they're not going to make up for it.
Like, it's much worse than even what they've done before in their previous games.
Yeah.
The weapon variety is again poor, with there
intro.
being less than 10 melee weapons in the game. There's no two-handed weapons that you can use. They're all stuck to 3-hit combos, 3-hit combo, pause, 3-hit combo, pause. The power attacks tied to these weapons suck. And not just compared to games like Skyrim that have a big emphasis on melee, they also suck even in comparison to Fallout, which also has guns. There was more strategy involved in Fallout melee. One of the reasons is because the power attacks had a kind of lunging effect. You could cross distances and take advantage of an opening.
That was actually one of the really great things about Armored Core 6, is the some of the weapons, the melee weapons, had a lunge effect. It actually was like a huge advantage that you would have if you could use that in like the right way. It was actually so cool.
And that's another problem. There's not as many openings in this game. Because in Fallout, you were...
People say nitpick the video. Somebody said that in chat. Let me explain something to you. Combat matters. And in my opinion, it matters more than anything else. So if the game doesn't play well, and it's not fun to actually play, then that's not a nitpick. That's like the main course of the game.
Constantly fighting animals. You were constantly fighting things that would engage you in melee combat. And that was the case even for the human enemies. Many of them used melee weapons as well. So there were a lot more opportunities for you to get good at engaging in melee combat.
Sure.
Figuring out when to block, when to step to one side or the other, when to use your power attack lunge to get in some damage. It wasn't, like, great. It wasn't spectacular. But it's a lot more than what we have in Starfield. In
And could we talk about the fact that this enemy right here, like, I was recently on a level 75 planet, and I was fighting an enemy, and it looked, the funny thing is about this enemy is it actually looked exactly the same as this enemy right here. Yeah, that's the crazy thing, is that it was a level, but it said 99, or sorry, 98 on it.
A lot more than what we have in Starfield. In Starfield, you're not engaging with alien monsters very often.
No.
In my experience, the most you're dealing with is other humans.
Yeah.
There's very few quests that will put you in front of alien monsters that will engage you in melee combat. There's some, but not nearly as many as you would in Fallout. So most of the time you're dealing with human enemies. Most of those human enemies
I played that show like Dark Souls.
Are using guns. And even when you are facing an enemy that's also using a melee weapon,
Automatic. Oh, I've never seen that one before.
the melee combat is so simplistic that the strategy is the same regardless of what you're doing. It's run up to the enemies and whack at them and hope you don't die in the attempt, which can be a real pain if you're playing on the hardest difficulty. You have to understand, I'm not saying that the melee combat was a masterpiece in those Fallout games and previous Bethesda games, but it was a lot better than this. A lot of the times the enemies will run away from you in Starfield. They'll just start sprinting away from you. And I chase them, but I often can't hit them again while they're running away. And I would have been able to if I still had my lunge attack from Fallout. Another problem with the melee is that you can't modify it. There's no crafting associated with the melee weapons.
I'm gonna be honest, like all this part, like I can't even really comment on it because I remember I got a really good melee weapon and I tried using it and it did basically no damage. And I thought to myself, okay, let's go back to the gun. And I never did melee again.
It's like the whole thing is an afterthought. There's no attack speed rating on the weapon to compare one to the other, and I think that might be because they all have the same attack speed. I'm not entirely sure, but they all seem to attack in the same way.
I don't know why, but just like the way he said that just sounded so sad.
And at that point, why even have different types? Why wouldn't you have the light knife weapons attack faster but do less damage, and then the heavier weapons attack more slowly but do more damage? This is space. Why isn't there some kind of energy-based melee weapon? Why isn't there some that work like a stun baton and do EM damage?
True.
I thought the weapon variety was bad for the laser weapons, but if it's true that all of the melee weapons have the same attack speed, then I was wrong. The melee weapons have it the worst. Because that means that there's not 9 melee weapons.
There's one.
There's one with different skins.
Yeah.
At that point, it doesn't matter if the dagger says it's different than the cutlass. If they...
I had this same thing happen. Like, I looted a sword, right? I looted an actual sword. Like a fucking... It was like some sort of like Japanese like sword, I think, right? And I used it, and it was like, wait, this is the same thing as the other one.
Swing at the same speed, and there's no other variables to them, then they're the same weapon, and one is just objectively better. Why don't we have two-handed melee weapons? Why don't we have high-technology shields to go with the one-handed weapons? Why does everything seem to be so underbaked and give off the impression that they intend to do something about it in future updates?
Well, I'm sure they'll fix this
Here's a
on
good
the
example.
second DLC.
Why can't we have an evil companion? Or at least...
Yeah, that's true. All my companions are pussies, and whenever I start killing innocent civilians, everybody runs away. I can't ever play the game, man. And then I try to get Sarah. I said, bitch, get the fuck out of here. And then she says, no, I'm not going to leave. You have to do my quest line. I don't want to fucking do your quest line. Get the fuck out of here. I don't care about your shit.
One that's not such a goody two-shoes. All of the major companions are the ones in Constellation. And those are the only ones you can run.
Remember what I said about how I described this game narrative with the word safe? Oh, pussy shit.
Yes. Let's list out their qualities for a second. You got Sarah, who likes being honest and being nice. You got Sam, who likes justice and being nice. You got Barrett, that likes it when you avoid confrontation and being nice. And then you have Andreja, who likes helping people and being a nice person. And that would be fine, but at the moment Constellation is the only place where you can get these important companions. You can hire some randos from bars, but that's not the same. Why can't I have an evil companion join me as part of the Crimson Fleet questline? The game lets me join...
You should have an evil companion that occasionally turns on you and tries to kill you. Like, anytime that you're under half health, there's like a 1% chance that they'll start trying to shoot you.
The Crimson Fleet. It lets me be an evil bastard. It lets me take on quests to engage in piracy.
Patches.
but it doesn't give me a fleshed out companion to enjoy that with.
Make him bald.
And this next thing, this is the biggest problem I have with Starfield. This is the real one that bothers.
Bro, how do you miss that?
This is the biggest problem I have with Starfield.
Watch.
This is the real.
Are you fucking kidding me? How does that even happen? It went through his fucking arm. Is this the curvature of the Earth like we were talking about?
That bothers me. One of the biggest appeals I have with Bethesda's previous RPGs is that I enjoy exploring.
Yeah.
The act of walking around
Yeah.
and seeing things that catch your interest and walking over to those things. Like in Skyrim, seeing the temples carved into the mountainsides. I like walking around in these carefully crafted environments and letting the atmosphere wash over me.
Carefully crafted.
And much of the enjoyment from this kind of activity comes from the actual walking, from exploring, from physically moving from place to place. And in Starfield, that's gone. It's basically non-existent. Exploration in Starfield is done through menu navigation. You pull up your star chart menu, you pull up the system that you want to go to, and then you just fast travel there. Or even worse, you pull up...
Here's another thing, is like whenever you click the X to travel, you have to wait to click the X again to do the bar to travel to the planet. It's like just like a really, really small bit of friction that's fucking annoying. Just this little tiny, oh, it's so small, but it's so fucking annoying.
Your quest menu, and then have it directly send you to wherever the quest wants you to go. I have no idea what planets I visited to do the main quests or the side quests. I don't know what systems those planets were on. I don't know what they were close to or far away from.
Yeah.
And even if I touch down on a planet and decide to explore, there's nothing to explore.
That's not true. There's rocks. And after the rocks, there might be another rock. And then there could be a geographic anomaly, and you could scan it and get 20 experience.
Isn't anything there. The
Or a
areas
cave
on the
that has
planets
rocks
that you
in it.
visit will have some points of interest that seem to be handcrafted. But between them...
They're handcrafted and then multiplied. So, like, if you go to, like, 10 different camps, you've been to about 100 different camps.
Is like 5 minutes of procedurally generated bullshit. There is just nothing satisfying about exploring in this way. You know, I saw a lot of people getting upset that you couldn't actually go across the whole planet.
I don't care about that.
You know,
I'm going to be honest. She took $3K from me and told me that she's single. That's not okay. Yeah, I agree. I think that you're a f***ing idiot for giving her $3,000. I don't think it's okay at all. You should be ashamed of yourself. You're pathetic. You deserve to lose your money. And hey, don't worry about it. Think of it as like you just paid $3,000 for a life lesson. Now, this might not be the last time or the first time you've learned that lesson, but it's another episode. Yeah, you just got financially dominated. She took $3K from me and told me that she's single. That's not okay. Yeah, I agree. I think that you're a f***ing idiot for giving her $3,000. I don't think it's okay at all. You should be ashamed of yourself. You're pathetic. You deserve to lose your money.
Okay, fine.
I'm gonna make you some pop.
Okay, fine. Just one prank number. What was the number you guys say?
Jesus, V.
What was that? Boobs? F you guys! Oh, come on! Okay, fine. Just one prank number. What was the number you guys say?
Jesus, V.
What was that? Boobs?
I'm gonna make you some pasta.
That's hot. You're not wearing that. Much better.
Some flour?
Some eggs. I've never done this before. 1, 2. Oh, it went in the hole. What are you doing?
Are you meaning to make a heart?
Yeah.
Of course.
Loves it. Damn.
Better watch out.
Mm-hmm.
Always use protection. Let's get cooking.
That's beyond.
Oh. Okay.
Pink.
It's pink or nothing.
Exactly.
Little shot of olive oil. You want to try some?
Ew.
That's a no. Into the pan. And some fresh basil. Right off the plant. They look perfect. It looks pretty good.
It's missing something. An extra touch of slithing. Edible glitter. Oh my god.
Buon appetito, bitch. It's bitch, not bitch.
Oh, bitch. Good luck.
I'm gonna make you some pasta.
That's hot.
Stop manipulating me! Stop! Stop! This morning, I woke up today and this morning. In the morning, I woke up this morning, I woke up. And remember that every morning that I wake up, I woke up that f***ing day. Just remember that.
We want to go to the park, but it's